all right. YouTube, we're back. I hope you guys can hear me. Make sure let me know for chat if you can't hear me. We're gonna turn on Facebook shortly. Let me get this stuff all set up here. All right. Let's see what we have here. Let's go live on Facebook in 1 second. Facebook should be live in a minute, and then we'll go live on TikTok as well. All right, I think Facebook is live over there. Let's see TikTok. Let's make sure TikTok is good. Make sure TikTok is good. I think TikTok is good. Now let's go live on TikTok. All right. I think we're live on TikTok and live on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. We're not live on Instagram today. Let's get our setup ready here. Let's get our setup ready. All right. I think we're live on all three platforms here. Take it easy. Thank you for joining. Let's close some of these and I thank you for joining. Let's like and share while you're here. Get more people to join the conversation. Let's like and share and get more people to join the conversation while you're here. All right, I greet all of you now where they come. Bama, you get better pepper soup. The pepper soup never done yet. AMG 7 star. Thank you for joining, my brother. Pepper soup still day fire. It's still day fire. Let's oh no, this is not the topic I want to share today. Sorry, I never changed that topic. I need to change it. Sorry about that. Let me shoot. Sorry, I thought I changed it before I came here. Let's close that. Let's close that up. So we don't waste our time here. Let's close that up and bring the right one. Now Obi we want to talk about today. Obi porenke, Obi kenkenke. Obi kerenke we want to talk today. Let us talk about Obi kerenke. Let us make we do asili on top Obi kerenke head today. Let us do asili on top Obi head do. All right, I think that's good. I think that is good. It's good enough, right? I think it's good enough. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right. We have the right topic here on the screen. So if you're on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, let's chat. Let's chat. I say make I wear my chain today. Make I blind Umu Tobo head. I want blind Umu Tobo. Umu Tobo, they don't cost me too much. I want use my chain blind their eye today. I want blind Umu Tobo their eye today. I say make I wear my chain on top of my white t-shirt. Hey man, thank you guys for coming, man. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. I know they give Shi Shi. I don't know, man. I think Obi needs to change that strategy. But that's just me. That's just me. I think that strategy, it's not giving. It's not clocking. How they will say it these days. And I know how these young people they talk about. It's not giving. That strategy is not giving. But that's my opinion. Let's talk about it. Feel free to request if you'd like to share your thoughts on this topic. But in the meantime, while you're here, let's keep liking and sharing and hopefully get more people here. Mr. Richman is saying a catfish pepper soup you want. Okay, Richman. Okay, Richman. Catfish pepper soup, no deal. There is no catfish pepper soup for you, my brother. There is no catfish pepper soup here. The only water we get. The only water we get today. Anyway, thank you for joining, my brother. Let's keep liking and sharing, and hopefully we'll get more people here to join the conversation. I know they give Shi Shi. It was a catchy phrase, in the last election. I don't know, man. I think every election is run with money. When you say they give Shi Shi, it's. I mean, I know people that are going to vote for you are going to vote for you at the end of the day. However, you need to mobilize more people, right? And mobilizing more people, sometimes it needs money. It needs money. You need money to mobilize the other people that are still undecided. Yeah, the ones that are decided, you don't need Shi Shi to do anything for them. You don't need, and when you say Shi Shi, we're not talking about bribes and all that good stuff, right? We're talking about like ad campaigns, putting ads over there, stuff, just general logistics around any election campaign, right? Now money that they use to them. The people will go there for the polling booth. Now money you go give them, they go chop, then go drink coke, then go chop something. They're gonna be there for the whole day, pretty much, right? Then go chop, then go drink something. So, and I know Peter Obi probably does these things already, but when you keep saying I know they give Shi Shi, I think some people might translate it differently. So I think you too should think about it. Him too should think about it that way, and somewhat re-strategize, come up with a different word for this one. I know they give Shi Shi. It was good the last one, but I don't know. They say if something is not broken, if not broken, don't change it. This one we know say it no work. If it worked, you would be president. So maybe it's broken. Maybe you need to do something else. Maybe you need to say something else. Coin something else. You need to work with a team. You need to work with a team who's gonna guide you on how to coin something else. Something better, something more catchy. But hey, that's what I think. Make una tell me what you think. That's why we are here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Siri, set a timer for 3 hours. Let's talk about it, man. All right. I think we're all set here. I get 3 hours to banter. This is not banter anyway. This is not banter. It's just chatting. We're just chatting. I have 3 hours to do this. Mr. Goswill, thank you for being here. You say it's too late, bro. I don't know. He never say never, right? Never say never. I think he still has an opportunity to change some things in his campaign. I think so. I think he still has an opportunity to change some things in his campaign. And Choma was on my stage one time and she mentioned, how, and at the time I was opposing her, I was disagreeing with her at the time because I didn't see it. Obviously, she has more experience when it comes to election and stuff, right? Me, I did do my own based on emotion, but no be emotion that they use win election. You have to come up with a strategy. I think teacher Peter B definitely has to come up with a different strategy than what he had the last time. I think so. I honestly think so. But hey, what do I know, man? What does Kachi know? What does Kachi know, Kwano? We think Kachi Sabi. And that's why we are here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let us talk about it. That's why we are here. Let's talk about it. All right. Yeah, so Mr. TJ, waiting barman Sabikwano, What does the barman know? I don't know. I don't know, my brother. I don't know. Waiting Kachi Sabi. What do I know? But that's just my thought. And also he's also joined the ADC officially, right? He's joined the ADC. He don't go buy tickets for the ADC. So that all those things put in play too. What are the implications now when he don't join the ADC? He needs to start getting out there. And if I'm being honest, I'm not seeing Obi the same way I saw him the last election. I believe there's some fatigue. I believe he don't get more fatigue. The last election, by this time he was all over the place. He was in news stations, he was flying here and there, having conversations in the last election. I think he's got some fatigue. I think so because just like Daniel Boala go embarrass himself for the other for Al Jazeera the other day, right? Now it's kind of breaking the news in the Nigerian space. That was how Peter Obi was breaking the news every day, every other day, every day. Now Peter Obi went here, Peter Obi talked this, Peter Obi not talked this. People were analyzing his meetings, his interviews. People were analyzing those, right? Back to back. But now it doesn't seem. I don't see it. I don't see it. Mazi okay, the polygamist say fatigue from what? Fatigue from I don't know. Fatigue. Zabi waiting fatigue mean? Fatigue, like, he's tired. Like he expended a lot of energy in the last election and now he's kind of fatigued. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by fatigue. You know what fatigue mean now. That's what I mean. But anyway, that's what I think. Again, I know Sabi everything, right? That's just my thought. That's why we're here. Let's talk about it. By the way, Ona, thank you for being here, Jerry. Let's see. Mazio K, the polygamist, thank you for being here. Radama, Elizabeth Serbi, Lizzie, Vivian Giamfi. And I see a lot of women here, but I know they like come share on their thoughts. I don't know where they hide from. I don't know where these women they hide from. And I see women names, yeah. Elizabeth na woman, Lizzie na woman, Vivian na woman. I don't know why they come up here make we argue, make we discuss. I don't know it. I don't know what the problem is. No only Choma, shout out to Choma, man. No only Choma with the woman would always come up. But anyway, I thank you guys for being here anyway. Elizabeth, Lizzie, Vivian, I thank you all for being here. Masked, Babatunde, El Tusin, Radama, again, Elizabeth Sebi, thank you for being here. Lizzie, Vivian Jamfi, Oria De Occasion Bobo, Yoruba Heritage, Tuko, Abe 433, Ora Mio Black 16, Paparazzi, Vero Anyone, Richman and Grand Matesas. Una, thank you for being here, Jari. Let's keep liking. Hopefully we get 2K likes and get more people here to join the conversation. But hey, man, these are my thoughts. If you'd like to share your thoughts as well, feel free to request. Let's talk about it, But yeah, that's what I think. I think Peter Obi should. But hey, I'm not a strategist. This is just me. This is just me, a supporter. A Peter Obi supporter, saying what I think. But what do I know? That is the big question. This is what I think, but what do I know? Popcorn, I'm doing fine, my brother. I'm doing fine, my brother. Popcorn, I'm doing fine. Kehinde Babajide, thank you, Jare, for being here again. I appreciate you. Grandma Texas. He's moving from one party to party is damage to his ambition. I don't know if that necessarily damages it. I don't know. I don't know. That one feed is subjective. But anyways, it's still it's your opinion and that's valid, you know. But hey, I just think that he's the I know they give Shi Shi mantra. I just think he should change it a little bit. That's what I think. You know, I think he should change it, tweak him just a little bit because I don't know. I think it's tired, man. That I know they give Shi Shi is tired because everybody knows that elections run on money. Now, money wouldn't they use run election. Campaigns are not cheap, you know. And he too knows. But I think I understand the. I think I understand where he's coming from with that. I think I understand what he means when he says that. But does the average person understand that? You know, does the average person understand that? That he means that he doesn't give bribes. And we're not talking about bribes here. We're talking about just the normal logistics where then they use run campaigns, right? That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about bribes here. We're talking about the normal logistics. And he knows these things. So when you put it out there as your mantras, I need to give Shi Shi, which is, it's all fun and games. It didn't work last time. Again, I would say it might look like it worked, but it didn't work. Because if it worked, he would be the president. So I think he should change it a little bit. Tweak him a little bit. Just tweak him small. You know? His Kehinde Babajide say his movement will have to galvanize the new party. Yeah, but we're not seeing him though. We're not even seeing him. That's the thing, you know? We're not seeing him. He's not out there like he was the last election. We need to see him. He's not out there. You know, he's not those interviews when in the grand that time where they make people analyze all over the place. P2B talk this, P2B to the lie, P2B. You know, they say any type of publicity is publicity. Say no publicity will be bad publicity. So whether he was telling a lie or he was telling the truth, you know, he was out there in people's faces. But now I'm not seeing him. I know they see him. I'm not seeing him. And that's why I'm thinking maybe he's fatigued, you know, because not be small energy when they do what he did the last time. Not be small energy and use that, you know. Not be small energy be that. You know, he used a lot of energy. You know, easy. And to now fall short, you know, after using all that energy, you know, easy, I don't go understand. You know, easy to put in a lot of work and then your work no come pay out. You know, easy like that. So he's a human being. I think he's dealing with fatigue. But that's my opinion. Mr. Popcorn, thank you for requesting, but we'll go try hit 1,000 likes before we begin the conversation. But thank you for requesting. Just come on in and mute yourself in the meantime. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes. Come on in and just mute yourself for a minute. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes and then we get the conversation started here. Hey, man, but hey, these are just my thoughts. But again, like when I say, what does the barman know? What does barman know? I don't know anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What do I know? You know, Mazi okay, the polygamist. I don't know where you are looking or what you want him to be doing. Peter Obi is always up and about all the time. Mazi okay, tell me the last time where you see Peter Obi for any maybe interview podcast. Tell me. I'd like to know. You say, I don't know where you are looking, or I'm looking at the internet. At the internet, where else I want to look now, my brother? Now, internet, I'm going to look now. Richman says, we will know who is who after the primaries of all parties, which may end as deadline. I don't know. I guess, and I don't even know when the primaries are happening. I hope will happen. Because, you know, I hope these people are not trying to stifle this man's ambition, this ADC, by pushing back their primaries. I believe the INEC has to bring out a calendar when I don't know if the INEC also enforces primaries. I've been a party. It's the prerogative of the political parties to do their primaries whenever they want. Because election is 2020 next year, a year. And they pushed it back to January, actually. So it's less than elections are less than a year now. Election is less than a year from today. So when are you going to start campaigning? Right? I don't know, man. I don't know. It just they do me as if, you know, nothing they happen for P2B side. And I hate to see it, man. I hate to see it. But anyway, we hit 1.5 likes. We make them 2K. We have 2 people here. Let's Let's make it 2K likes and get the conversation started here. Let's make it 2K likes and get this show started. You know, honestly, man, I don't know. It's what? This is March. Election in January next year. And there is no traction, nothing. We need to see any opposition. The opposition, what they see now, I'm actually the chop corn. You know, I'm actually the chop corn for streets. Come on now. This is 2026, my boy. Come on now. This is 2026, my boy. We don't play that game anymore, man. People don't smart past that bullshit, man. Stop all that bullshit. You know? Oga Jamie is here, Jerry. JJ dropped. I don't know why JJ dropped, but I don't know why JJ. I don't know why he dropped. Not me drop you for the record. I guess you have an errand to run, but we're almost there at 2K, and then we'll start the show here. Let's keep liking, get to 2K likes, and get this show started. I don't know, man. This is not just my observation. And by the way, Grandma Texas, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing it. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Listen, man, this is just me, but I think campaign should be more than at least a year. Campaign should be at least a year, at least 1 year, at least 1 year. Anyway, I've exhausted my monologue. Let's jump into it and have a conversation. Mr. Popcorn, let's hear your thoughts on this, man. Let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah, Coach, how are you doing? It's been a while.
I know, man. Thank you for coming back. It's been a while. Thanks for coming back.
Good to see you, my brother. Okay, in this topic, I have 3 things to say.
Okay.
In politics, everybody have their own ideology. Everybody have their own philosophy in life. And people have their own style of doing things. I'll give you one reference. If you go back to 2008, when Barack Obama was running for president in America,
yeah,
a lot of people don't believe Obama will ever win, Obama will ever come close. But for the fact I studied Obama and I have interest in politics and I followed him for a while, what made Obama so popular was the speech Obama made when former Foreign Secretary of America, John Kerry, was running for office. Obama came there and he made a speech. That was 2004.
Okay.
That was 2004, 4 years before he ran for office. That speech made Obama so popular. And most Americans begin to know who Obama is, apart from those who came from Chicago. Obama was kind of a local, how do I call it? In UK, we call it a social officer, social welfare officer.
No, Obama was a senator.
Was what was before he I'm talking about before he became a senator.
Oh, okay, I guess I didn't know him that far then. Okay.
Yeah, before he became a senator, before he ever ran for a senator. Yeah, he was into community service. So it was very popular. It was very popular among his locals. But what brought Obama into the limelight and that made every Americans know him, even John Kerry drawing closer to himself, was the speech he made in 2024. When John Kerry was campaigning. You see? So why am I saying all this? Peter Obi is a different kind of person. I was 16 years old when I know Peter Obi.
Okay.
Now I'm 50. Now I'm 50 years old. So remember how many years ago? I know Peter. I think that was 1991 or 1990. That's when I know Peter.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you know Peter and know his siblings or his real family background, I mean, that's easy. Peter can't change himself. That's who he is.
Yeah, I'm not asking him to change who he is, right? This is just my opinion. I'm just saying the catchphrase of "I know they give Shi Shi." I'm not asking him to give bribes. Okay. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm saying that catchphrase is it hurting him? Is it a good strategy? I'm not asking him to change who he is fundamentally. No, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. Before I came to the screen, I typed something on the comment section. I said, Not giving, I know the give Shi Shi is a figure of speech. That's what I type. I know the give Shi Shi is a figure of speech. No politician will tell you they don't give Shi Shi because at the end of the day, you have to see, you can't do everything by yourself. You have to send some people an errand. You have to send some people to your local council have to work. You have to mobilize them.
Yep.
So I know the give Shi Shi means they give bribe. That's what it means. Let me put it that way.
Fair enough. But again, my argument
You know-
remains
Yeah,
consistent, right?
I know they give bribe. I know they buy vote. I know they give
Absolutely,
bribe.
I hear you on that, and I understand it, and I think most of his supporters understand that. However, we're talking about the undecided, right? The undecided people that are undecided. Is that phrase appealing to them? Let's say for instance, yes. But if you're saying they give bribe, why not be specific? But when you say I know they give Shi Shi, it sounds like they like. You're not even people who are going to even help you on that day. You're not going to cater to them. That's how it sounds. You get what I'm saying? If you want to say, I know they give bribe, be specific on that.
Okay. Let me say this again. I'm not Peter B's spokesman.
Absolutely, totally understand that.
Yeah, but if you listen to one of his countless time, people have asking these questions countless time. What do you mean by saying no they give you? So if you go back to his video, you will see it. Peter said by himself. The give Shi means they buy a vote. The mobilize, you have to mobilize Peter. You have to mobilize people. Now, few days ago, it was somewhere in Anambra. Was it in Anambra? Or it was in Anambra a few days ago. He made a comment as well. He said,
sorry, is that background noise coming from your side? I've been this other guy.
No, not from me.
Let me address this person. I can't even see his name. The third person here, can you please mute yourself? Okay, you're not muting yourself, yeah. All right. Go ahead, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, few days ago, either last week, Peter B was at an event somewhere. And people asking questions as well. Like there's a lot of interviews. And he said what I'm gonna do, I'll forward that video to you.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he answered the question. It was like, anyhow they want it this time around, we're gonna give it to them.
I think I saw the video you're talking about, yeah.
You saw the video? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So I'm glad you saw the video. So I've cleared one. I will use one example for you by Barack Obama. Every politician have their own way of doing things, and people have their philosophy. And again, they do things on what they according to their belief.
Absolutely. And again, like I said earlier, one second, Mr. Popcorn. Again, I'm not disagreeing with that, right? I'm just saying I'm not. Again, this is my opinion. I don't work for him. I don't have any powers to make him change whatever, right? I'm just saying. Fundamentally, I understand what he means. I understand. Nobody's asking him to change who he is fundamentally. But I'm saying the phrase, I know they give Shi Shi. Is it smart or is it a risky phrase?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. I understand that we mean. Like, I understand. Yeah, it sounds. It does. How do I say? It sounds somehow like it doesn't sound motivating.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound motivating. That's what they mean. If I'm getting you angle right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't sound motivating at all. So it's a kind of a slogan. If they can make a better slogan, because Nigerian society move with a sweet slogan.
Yep.
Even people who doesn't support you, who doesn't even know what they mean, as long as the slogan sounds good, they follow it.
Yep.
The key and everybody keys into that. Yeah, so I know I've actually complained this before to one of his close allies. Yeah, I said the same thing. But at the end of the day, the man has to do what he think is best for him.
Fair enough. Mr. Popcorn, just if you want to hang in there, let's go to the next guest here and hear their thoughts.
Yep.
And Mr. Jemmy, our co-host. So let us hear Mr. Jemmy. Mr. Jemmy, welcome back, man.
Okay, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you? Well, we're always excited to hear your thoughts on topics like this. So we're excited to hear what you have to tell us.
About the no Shi Shi, right?
Yeah, so
you know they give Shi Shi now. You know they give Shi Shi.
But I know they rob him for their face. I know they rob him for anybody's face,
The funny thing is that, first of all, we try to live in denial, about certain issues. The thing is very straight, smart or risky. So I think it was smart in the first instance. It was a good slogan. He was smart. He showed, have a good night. So he shows somebody who is not selling himself based on how much he can give you, but he was selling himself based on his qualities, based on his track records, based on consistency and order. And then people were willing to fall in or fall out to work for him without asking for any compensation.
Yeah.
But as I repeatedly stated here, election in Nigeria is conditioned by three factors: the TRM. So, uh, so the TRM, the tribe, religion and money.
Yep.
So I don't, not in any particular order. So it depends on, it depends on what. So if you came up with a catchphrase, that was kind of propel you to populism, you should be able to, like the last speaker, reluctantly agreed after trying to justify it. You have to do a reappraisal. What is working for me? It was smart at the point, but
It
I think
was.
it is risky. Yeah, because those who are working for him, they are comparing themselves with the people working for other people. You understand? You stand all day in the sun, you might need to drink water. You understand? So, and you might need mobilization to move from one spot to another. And then again, you might still need a little bit of something to go back home because you are not being paid. Even the volunteers here, people who call themselves volunteer in well, they still pay
They
them.
still pay them, yeah.
But it's called volunteer.
But it's called
It's called
volunteer, yeah.
volunteer.
You're
So,
volunteering
at the
because they will
example
give
of
you
the,
anything that they can give you. That's volunteer, yeah.
of course, yeah, yeah. So, and then the example he gave about Obama, Obama was more of a grassroots movement. People donated, people volunteered to give whatever thing they needed, but they still needed to lean on donors to get this machinery oil, and their own here is mostly based on arts. So if you say you don't give shishi, how you gonna fund those ads? How
Yep.
you gonna fund those massive campaigns? So I think the thing is that sometimes he was able to also expose himself to some level of ridicule. You don't go that extent. Oh, I have one shoe, I have one wristwatch. Nobody cares. You understand? So it's time to start talking about issues. But my own, I don't give a damn who becomes a president because I don't have the power to stop.
Yeah.
But the only problem, the concern I have is that if Peter Obi becomes a president today, I don't want to see people ganging up to slander him. It's like everything he does has to be negative. That's the time, those people get my sympathy. I say, hey, let's have a level playing ground. This guy won for whatever reason and all that and all that. Let the country move. Let the country move. Let's strategize and see if we can get there.
Yep.
But for the prompt, no, they give Shi Shi was. If you use it for Afrobeat song, it will sell. At the point, it will top chart because, like you say, it's a catchphrase. It's a sound bite. So it was smart at the point. But I think going forward, if you will have to go and tackle people like Atiku, who are money bags, and then given the situation that poverty has been so weaponized, people are hungry. You understand? So you bring this one, man. It's no more smart. It's kind of risky. So I'll just leave it at that point.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And, and we can objectively say it did not work because he's not the president. If it worked, he would be president. That's an objective statement, right? If it worked, he for be president. So I think he should honestly go and reassess that talk with his. And again, I don't even know if he has strategies, that are strategized for him. Maybe they just go with the flow and the vibes, and whatever happens, they just throw things, and whichever one stick, they just run with it. I hope he has a good strategic team that is gonna help him try to win the election this time. Because the last one, it didn't seem like there was a strategy per se. It was more of like a movement. It was more of a movement. The wind, like the wind just blow, carry everybody they go. So I hope he can dip his hand inside his pocket and give some shishi to some strategies that would help him this time.
Another thing, sorry, last
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
There's this other thing that also trended about him. You know, bargaining for a bottle of groundnut from a helpless seller. That was not smart at all. That wasn't good. It wasn't a good PR at this time because people are looking at things to to slander him.
Yep.
People are looking at things to drag him down stuff. So that wasn't smart.
Yep.
That was a
PR.
mistake.
You see the word used,
You leave,
PR. PR.
yeah,
Very important.
you leave that one for people like Ayo Fayoshe, they're cutting pomo and all that stuff. So those ones don't catch. It
Yep.
doesn't work. It doesn't fly.
He needs a team. He needs a better team. Let me put it that way, because I don't know if he has one already. If he has one already, he needs a better one, or they just need to up their game. You know, those things don't fly. This is 2026. Those things need to fly. You know. But anyway, thank you, Mr. Jamie. Like we hear Mr. And by the way, let me see the people that are on Facebook. Maybe I greet Facebook people because they too they matter. Olasoji, thank you for being here on Facebook. Al Alimi, thank you for coming back. I've seen this name twice now. Lanre Nola, thank you for coming back. Oyebamiji, Oluwafemi, at least if you talk that one. Thank you for being here. Lanre Oluokun, thank you for being here. All right, let me see who else is here on Facebook. Chukwuka Dike, thank you for being here. Chukwuka done they slander me since for Facebook. Let's read his chat. Chukwuka say is he not all over the place now? With all of these threats to life, you have nothing to see. I'm going to respond to you, but make I finish reading your chat. Logistics to who? To buy votes? No, I've said this like 1 million times already. We are not asking him to buy votes. Even means that Jamie don't come talk him again. It's not votes that we're talking about buying. It's the people who go help you run errands here and there. You need to give them something. Make them carry go house. You know, it's not bribe. It's just appreciation for the help. That's what it's called. Volunteer, even if not volunteer, the volunteer go chop now. Because I volunteer, you go use me like you go squeeze me like orange, throw away me. You go give me something to chop now, even though not volunteer. Chuka Dike says you need glasses. I don't need glasses, my brother. I think you're being emotional. And I love Peter B as well. You might love him more than me, but I love him too. You see what I'm saying? And I want the best for him. That's what I'm saying, But you need to remove emotion from it and see it from a different lens. How other people they see him. You know, I know they give Shi Shi. It's a catchphrase, a buzzword that he used the last time, and it did not work. It did not work. If it worked, he would have been president. I mean, you can say it worked in terms of the number of votes that he gained, right? But the ultimate goal was to be the president. He didn't become the president, so we can say I can say it did not work, right? Anyway, Chuka, thank you for being here, my brother. Thank you for being here. All right, let's go back to the guests here. We have Tony White, 07, Ecuador. All right, Tony White, I'm not sure say me and you don't talk before. If you want to unmute yourself, make a clap for you for coming. I think this is your first time on the Beer Parlor podcast. Appreciate you for joining.
Greetings, everyone.
Yeah, I greet you, Mr. Tony White. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I was just scrolling through TikTok and I saw your live. So I say, interesting politics. I love talking about politics. So.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for calling. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, one thing about P2B. I'm from Anambra.
Okay.
I was born and brought up. I was born and brought up in Abuja. I worked almost all my life in Lagos. So at least I know a little bit the 6 political zones of Nigeria. I know how they operate. And I'm not in Nigeria at the moment. The fact is that many people that don't understand. Many people don't understand P2B. For me, P2B is one of the most intelligent politicians since I started following politics, since I started observing Nigerian politics. But the only difference here is that Nigerians want, especially the black man, want that kind of violence aspect.
No be black man something. No be black man something. Violence there, everybody, buddy.
No, it did.
1 second, let's clarify it. Mr. Tony White, 1 second. Wait. Tony White, wait. Tony White, wait. Wait, Mr. Tony White, wait.
I'll tell you something.
Right.
How many times I've lived in Latin.
All right, I go mute you, Mr. Tony White. Make I address you, and then we'll get back to it. You wait. Nami, the host the show, you wait. There's no over-talking each other. If you say something that I disagree with, I can come in and talk and address it. It's no be fight, me and you the fight. So calm down, make we talk about them. When you say black man, I be black man. When you say something like that, the thing they pinch me for body. I don't know if you be Tony White. I be black man. You see now what you will be white man now. I be black man. You can't tell me it's a black man mentality. And you don't want to make I vex. And I'm trying, and I'm the host too. You see what I'm saying? So calm down. Let's talk about it. It's not a black man thing. It's not a black man thing. Violence there, everybody, buddy. The thing where they happen for the world, I don't want to say whatever it is, but all of us know what they happen for the world. No one black man know they inside there where they involved. So violence there, everybody, buddy. Leave that one, my brother. Address this matter. Let's talk about this matter. Leave that black man something where they talk about, I beg. At least you see my face. I be omo dudu. Yoruba people go say na omo dudu. I be omo dudu. So I beg, don't say something that would. And my omo dudu, they very fragile. I know Sabi take a joke. They very this thing. So Mr. Tony White, please let's be cordial here. And let's continue the conversation, but please let's stay away from trying to.
Will you allow me to point to view my mind out?
Yeah, but this is not a place where you just come and talk straight. It's a conversation. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Man.
All right, but
yeah, I'm also a black.
Hear me out, Mr. Tony White. You've said something that.
Okay, let me finish. You have finished.
Mr. Tony White, wait. It's not a competition of who finished. See what we're doing. We're just over talking ourselves. We're not in competition here. This show is my show. You talk, I can pause you anytime and talk something. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to let you just have a monologue for 5 minutes or 10. I'm not going to let you do that. So when you talk with me in a conversation with me and you, they get, right? If anybody go get monologue, now only me if you do that monologue. But you cannot do it. We're going to have a conversation. So please, let's continue.
Okay. One thing about Nigerian system of politics is when they always see somebody who is somebody who always want to be violent as a strong man, not somebody who is intelligent as a strong man.
Mm.
I know Anambra State. If you remember, let me go deep to make you understand what I'm trying to say here about P2B. Anambra State was controlled by a very strong cabal.
Mm.
If you remember, during Mbadnuju 1999, the governor of Anambra State 1999 was Mbadnuju.
Mm.
Because of the cabal, Mbadnuju did not do anything in Anambra State, and he served only first tenure. He wanted to perform like the third year in the first tenure. The cabal removed him. Just imagine a governor did not win his primary because of how strong the cabal was.
All right, Mr. Tony White, 1 second. I think you're steering the conversation somewhere else. We're talking about this slogan. I know they give Shi Shi. Let's get back to the topic.
I'm coming there. I'm just laying the foundation about who P2B is.
Okay. I think most of us understand that story of how he got into power by, standing his ground, winning court cases. I think we understand that story.
And standing the ground, at the end, he defeated the complete cabal of Anambra State without violence, without anybody going down. Peacefully. He destroyed the cabal completely without the noise, like the way it's happening in Rivers State, the way it's happening in Kano State, the way it's happening in Kaduna State. That is aside. Then another give Shi Shi, I believe, is a pidgin English. It's just a pidgin word for. I believe that 90% of Nigerians understand pidgin. We speak pidgin. So that slogan worked for him for that first year, for that first 2022-2023.
I can argue that if it worked, why is he not the president, right? I think his goal was to become president.
Okay, it worked. The reason why it worked, because it worked for him, because don't take the rigging or the violence part of the election that now make Tinubu win the election. It didn't work for him. No, it worked for him. But these people added additional what we call violence into the system. Just imagine if you understand, P2B won the most civil, the major civilized state in Nigeria. P2B won there. P2B, because Abuja is the most Abuja is the most civilized state where the most civilized and corporate people are. Abuja, P2B won there. Lagos State is the most civilized and cooperated people. P2B won there.
I mean, when you say most, I don't know, man. I don't know the metrics you're using to say Abuja and Lagos are the most civilized.
Okay. As long as Nigeria is concerned now, as long as Nigeria is concerned, Abuja, Lagos, and Port Harcourt happens to Kano State happens to be a state where you will see more than almost all the whole tribes in Nigeria resides. Like, okay, let me use as Abuja as an example. In Abuja, I was born and brought up in Abuja, schooled in Abuja. In my class, or maybe, my secondary school days, you will see almost all the whole tribes in one class. Almost all the whole tribes in one class. Then even though if you're working in your, just like if you go to, just like if you're working in central of Abuja, in your office or wherever you find yourself, you will see almost the 6 political zones of Nigeria. One person each must represent somehow in your locality, in your area, or in your working place.
All right. I think we understand that point you're trying to make. But let's bring it back to this topic. This I know they give Shi Shi. Do you think it's smart or risky so that we don't go just dabble into topics where we don't want dabble into?
Okay, for me,
and I hear you. You say it worked for him in terms of him winning. Him winning, what's it called? These states that you call civilized. But on me, I'm arguing that if his goal in that election was to become president, which he did not become president, so I can now say it did not work. But you're saying it worked because, and that's a fair point.
It worked. The only thing that people, for me, whoever that is expecting P2B to add an additional something, you should add rigging and violence into it. If you want P2B to add anything inside this next election, it should add violence and rigging. That is the only thing remaining, because okay, for P2B is the highest spender in this Nigerian politics. Reason why? Because every month or every week, you must see P2B in one location or the other, either donating or participating in one thing or the other. Tell me, Atiku or whoever, any politician who has been in every week, one location or the other, attending, spending or donating. It's only P2B.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think
every week, do you know every day you must see P2B in one state every single day?
When you say every single trade, that's not necessarily correct. However, this now waiting we know P2B to do, whether not politics season or not politics season. So he does these things, and when he been the do him before, not because him be one, because now who him be. Now, because that's who he is. But now he's running for election. Now it's now we're not attributing it to his campaign. He's spending money, but that's what he does normally. You understand what I'm saying? That's what he does normally. But anyway, my brother, make we go back to this topic again so that we'll just finalize and wrap up the conversation with you. Do you think it's smart or do you think it's risky going into the coming election? Do you think it's smart for him to continue using the slogan, or do you think it's risky?
That slogan, I don't think there's nothing bad with that slogan. The only thing we can say is that it should add something attached to it. Just like the way people are upgrading. People are just like last election, there was nothing like City Boy. But now they have what they call City Boy. You understand? Now, last year it was only Obedient. Now they have what they call Village Boy. But they should add something additional to it, just like upgrading.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is one thing. Yeah, but for the word, we know the give Shi Shi. Every single Nigerians who love P2B understand what it meant by we know the give Shi Shi.
I think I agree with you on that one. I think I agree with you on that one. It shouldn't be at the forefront. Even if make it no scrap and completely. Let it not be at the forefront. Make it not just there for front.
Yes, you should upgrade. They should upgrade.
Do something else. But anyway, thank you, Mr. Tony, for joining. Appreciate you. I could drop you at this point so that I could bring more people up. But I appreciate you again for joining the Bia Palo show. All right. All right, for the people where they come in for the first time, I beg. I know, say, you get how everybody does host their shows differently. Please bear with me. Now, like this is why they host my show. It's a conversation. No be one-way monologue. No, we're not going to do monologue for you. It gets boring. Let's have a conversation. You say something, I counter you, back and forth. Now I create the show because I want to talk. I like to talk. So I want to talk with 40, 50 people every day. My belly go full. It gives me joy to talk to 50 people every day. So make gonna help me make my belly full every day. I beg. But anyway, I'm just joking. But anyway, I hope you guys understand. It's not a show where you come and just have monologues. We try to have conversations on the show, and I really appreciate you guys for coming. Make we greet people waiting for Facebook. Mr. K, make I accept your request here so that I don't forget. Anyway, Facebook people, Mr. Al Alimi says, what's the number to call in? It's not a number. I wish I had a number I could use to call in. I have the system set up to receive calls, but nobody call what they do. We use TikTok Live. So if you'd like to join, find us on or follow us on TikTok at Beer Parlor Podcast and request. That's the only way we can bring you up here. Also on YouTube, even though I'm not seeing a lot of traction there, but on YouTube, if you would like to join as well, same thing. Follow us on TikTok at the Beer Parlor Podcast, and we'll bring you up. And you request, and we'll bring you up, and we'll have the conversation. Anyway, let's get the show going. Make I read TikTok chat a little bit. Let me see the people that are here. Ayita, thank you for the hat. And all right, let's see the people that have been chatting. Let so they matter. The people waiting for chat, they matter too. So let's read them. Kehinde Babajide, he says your point. I guess you're referring to the last speaker here. Yeah, I had to keep dragging him back to the conversation because I don't want me in the steer to go some other place. Rich man say Kachina. I know be Kachina, my brother. Program is about conversation, so you need to be calm so you don't talk over the host. Kachina, I don't know who be Kachina. Rich man. Yeah, absolutely. But I agree with you, Rich man, Mr. Rich man. Yes, thank you for telling them. The show is a conversation. A conversation with the get. No be to the overtalk. We are not, no be fight. I no come here to fight anybody. Anyway, let's see. Ekwensu say I was referring to the host. He's very corrupt. Ha, now wow. Corrupt how again? How are they corrupt? I be politician? Am I Southeast Development Chairman? Am I? What am I? I'm a TikTok host. Nobody, they give me anything. The rose one that they give me, you don't even reach 1 cent. Waiting, I tip your money, my brother. How the corruption take enter me now, my brother Ekwensu? Now, wow. Anyway, Kingsley, I say let him speak. Let him speak. He will speak, but me, I will speak too now turn by turn. Anyway, Taco says black are considered docile. What violence are you talking? Now, which one? With this black matter with the talk, you still carry your own, come inside here again. Now, what for you, Taco? We are coming to you in a minute. Make you explain yourself. Now, my brother, I'm going to leave this black matter. I be black man, or if they cause black people, they pay me. Anyway, we don't get violence reach South Americans. Yeah, I mean, violence there, everybody, buddy. You know, violence no get monopoly for one person. Everybody get violence for body. If you go where even gun and knife no day, then go carry rock, they fight. I tell you, if you go where rock no day, hand no day, leg no day, then go find somehow to fight. It's there, everybody, buddy. So no worry yourself about that one anyway. Anyway, let's go back here. Daddy Wa says Obi won Lagos in 2023 because Yoruba didn't vote because of Naira redesign policy. This is your logic, get as if you. Daddy Wa, this is your logic carry weight. So he say Obi won Lagos in 2023 because Yoruba didn't vote because of Naira redesign policy. Now, wow. How Naira redesign use affect Yoruba people? Now, money that they take vote, no be hand, then they take vote. Now, what for you? Anyway, TJ, Nigeria, Canada, is there. I beg the barman, no use. My brother, I know you 700 million inside 5 billion. Oh, my brother, help me tell them I no corrupt. Though. Now, why you be Ekwensu? Anyway, Mama Africa says, but he demarket himself everywhere he goes. I mean, that's why we're trying to tell him to change this slogan or put it somewhere else. Put them for back. Bring a new one. Go with your strategy people. Let them, make una strategize, come up with, what's his name? Buhari won the last his election, the first one, because of the people that he had on his team. Change. That word, change. That word was powerful. And, now these, make I not call their name. Now them work the thing for them. But so, these things matter. They matter. Regardless of how you see them, they matter. When you say, I know they give Shi Shi, I know they give Shi Shi. Not everybody will understand it completely like Kachi take understand them. The way I understand them, not be so Ekwensu go take understand them. But anyway, let's get back to the chat. I appreciate all of you for being here. Let's see. Appreciate all of you for being here. Let's get back to the chat. Mr. Taco, thank you for joining back. Let's hear your thoughts on the topic, man.
Me? Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I was referring earlier, sometimes the comments don't make sense if you read it much later. It was because he was saying, oh, is black man violent? So that was when I made that comment that, look, some of the least violent people are actually the black race. Most of the violence is committed even up to today, where they see the real wars and this thing.
Yep.
No be white man they do them. So how we go contact saying a black man get violence? So that was what I was referring to that point at that point. And then that is other thing. The guy was not making any sense.
Yeah, Mr. Taco. Yeah, let's not focus on the guy. He's gone now, so let's focus on the topic. But thank you, appreciate you for explaining that.
Okay, so to be honest with you, Peter Obi was very exciting, especially during 2023 for many reasons. One, people looked at him as a fresh kind of politician, and two, he was people were tired of the same nonsense with the same two parties that don't make any sense and don't. There's no difference. People couldn't see any difference between PDP and APC. People were just the way you will sign up a soccer player from one team, the next day he's playing for Liverpool. Arsenal offers him more money, he moves over there. So to a lot of people, he was an exciting change, and he
Yep.
was a break from the duopoly. This is No They Give Shi Shi was extremely popular with online people and a lot of people in the diaspora. But in the real sense of Nigerian politics, to give money is not necessarily corruption. It's just the way we consider you as a benevolent person and somebody who is very caring and very giving. I can tell you even now, I remember my uncles way when I they go visit them when I was a teenager that will give you money. And you won't forget those kind of memories. It's just the way Nigerian system is that it's not necessarily a bribe, but is a sign that you are somebody who is very philanthropic, very giving. So when they say, this one, no, they give shishi. In the north, we say, "Bamutumin arziki bane," meaning say, in hand they too tight. If you go, go give you anything. Not because he want to bribe you, but just a very good person, like a very kind-hearted person.
Yep.
If you just go visit him for his house, he go give you something. Be say he's giving you to bribe you or to change your mind. No, that is just his nature. Some people, they are giving. And Nigeria, no matter which way you look at it, we're still a poor country.
Absolutely.
If you go visit your rich uncle for city, the expectation be say by the time you go now, you go put in hand inside in pocket, come out something, make you begin to go.
Absolutely. So make I ask you this question, right? And I know you've addressed it already. Say it was quite popular with online people and people waiting for diaspora the last time. But what about this time, going into the election? What do you think? Do you think it's a smart idea or do you think it's risky?
He has lost his appeal. That excitement and that aura around him is not there anymore. And even people that travel or meet him, because I know people who traveled with him, not on his entourage, like they will be traveling with him on the plane. The kind of reception is lukewarm. It's not like
maybe they don't meet them before. Now, if you don't meet person before, he calls you again. You know, go bust your brain, Abby.
No.
Right?
No. Like, okay, when they land inside a airport like that, people will know him. They go just, okay, that is Peter Obi. They will go there and they will be greeting him and they will be very excited that, that is the guy. That is, like celebrity now.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Look, and to me, that is the best measure of your popularity. I can tell you that Buhari, until he died in the north, anywhere he went, he got a lot of respect. And he was still very popular. Not as much in the south, but in the north, he was still, until he died. Anywhere he go, people will like, not necessarily out of because of fear or they want something. No. It's just, when people like you now.
Yeah, I hear you.
When you are a popular guy.
Yep.
So Peter Obi's popularity and the aura around him, it don't diminish. And honestly, the only bad thing that happened to him was that election. If 2023 election was there was another 2 to 3 months, that guy could have won that election because his popularity was surging.
Yeah.
He came out of kind of nowhere. And he just became so much popular, and this online thing was blowing.
He didn't necessarily come out from nowhere, though. He's been around.
Well, no.
Maybe in the north. Maybe in the north.
Exactly. To the rest of us.
Yeah.
Who's like, oh wow, who's this guy? Wow. Okay. It's to the southeast, maybe even to people in Lagos and these other places.
Yeah.
He was a new phenomenon, and there was this online thing. It propelled him, And he was a little bit different in that, okay, they give shishi. Which kind of politician for Nigeria, they give shishi? Which kind of politician and how you go even get to be the contest for president and, they give shishi?
Yep.
Who be that? How is it even possible?
Yep.
But to me, I see him that he has lost his opportunity. It was unfortunate that he started surging late.
Yeah.
And he got into
So
this.
in your opinion, then it's a risky move for him to use the no they give Shi Shi in the coming election. Then.
Go benefit him more. I mean, there's not much to cash from it. I don't know if I will call it risky, but it's not something that will increase his appeal anymore.
Fair enough.
That they give Shi Shi now for online and middle class people who see
fair
money
enough.
as corruption.
Fair
If you
enough.
are a poor guy and somebody go come, go give you Shi Shi, you go say which kind of useless human being be that? This one when they give Shi Shi, what thing I go take and do?
But fair enough. I know that you don't use useless human being now, but yeah, was Buhari when
No,
Buhari
okay, I mean,
hear me out?
not in that sense.
Yeah,
Not
I
in
hear
that
you.
sense.
I hear you.
mean,
But
in
make
the sense of stingy.
fair enough.
Stingy, that he's a very stingy person.
Fair enough. I know you reference Buhari, his popularity and all that in the north. When he come out like that, in the share money.
No, Buhari wasn't because he was sharing money, because people felt he was fighting for them. He was a man of the people. He was fighting for the ordinary common man.
Common man. When can go there, can't
Yes.
fight for them again. But that's a whole different conversation for another day. But Mr. Taco, if you want to just give us your final thoughts on this topic so that we can move forward.
My final topic be say, they give Shi Shi that appeal has gone and it has become old. I don't
enough.
think it will garner him any more additional support. It might still be able to maintain the current level of
base.
support.
Yep.
Yes, but he's not looked as any different from other politicians.
Yeah.
His name appeared, he's a multimillionaire. His name appeared in these Panama Papers.
Your name
he's
appearing in Panama
hobnobbing-
paper does not necessarily mean you stole money. Panama now where people they go put
No,
their
not
money.
necessarily, but you get enough money to go hide them outside.
Fair enough.
Say you get money. You know, be
Fair enough.
be one of us. Be like your average politician. Because I mean, he's still the elite. He's still with the aristocrat. And Nigerians, oh boy, you need to share money, or not necessarily bribe, but people need to see you as someone who is giving. No, be say person way. No, they give Shi Shi mean say you they stingy. Nigerians no like stingy person. Oh.
Fair enough, Mr. Taco. Thank you for joining, my brother. Make we move to the next guest. I appreciate your thought on the topic. Make we move to the next guest here, Mr. Stardom Victor Appan. I believe this would be your first time too. I know you believe I don't call that name before. All right. Thank you for joining, Mr. Stardom Victor Appan. Thank you for joining, Mr. Stardom Victor Appan.
Thank you very much, my host. Thank you for recognizing me. This is my second time.
Oh, I gotta give you. You can't thief my clap. You can't thief. Give me my clap back. Give me my clap back. There's an echo in the background, by the way. I don't know why there's an echo. There's an echo in the background, by the way. I don't know why there's an echo.
Oh, let me turn it because it's the Bluetooth from the car. Let me
All right.
turn it off from the car.
All right. Thank you. Make you help us, I beg.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Make you help us, I beg.
Yes.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on the topic? Yeah, we can hear you. What are your thoughts on the topic?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. What are your thoughts on the topic? And welcome back, by the way.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yes. My thought on the topic is that Peter Obi from time has good ideas, but on some fundamental political issues, it sounds very, very extreme. It's on the extreme to say that, oh, no, Shi Shi, whatever, no money in politics is wrong. I'm talking to you from the United States where I live. You cannot take politics, money away from politics. Yes, it is not possible. And so those good and exciting ideas that he expressed right from the beginning of his political career, they do not match with a politician trying to giving impression that he is stingy. That doesn't mean spending money in politics doesn't necessarily mean corruption. Because in the first place, for people to see you as being altruistic politician, somebody who can freely give, it is going to do you a lot of good. So to misconstrue giving money in politics for corruption, it is wrong. And that takes me to the point that Peter Obi is not strong enough politically to wield power with Tinubu. And so people who are following him, I'm saying precisely and affirmatively that the guy, it might take him a very long time to become the president of Nigeria. Because that unconditional popularity based on rhetorics. Oh, I don't do this when I was governor. I did not open wine in my governor's office. I cut down on my entourage, and I did all that. You really have to take the fundamental sentiments of Nigerian politics into consideration and know the kind of political system Nigeria is. If in advanced country like this, where they are against corruption, they don't see huge money in American politics. You can even see how Donald Trump this last time that
One second, Mr.
assembled
Stardom.
all
One second, Mr. Stardom. Mr. Stardom.
The bourgeoisie.
Mr. Stardom, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Stardom?
Okay.
Let's refrain from American politics, please. TikTok know they like them for my show for some reason. Let's refrain from American politics, please. Make me leave them alone, I beg.
Okay. That's okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. I was going that far to express that there is no way you are going to give Nigerians impression that you will not spend Shi Shi and they will still vote for you. Coupled with the fact that you do not appeal to the fundamental, the nitty-gritty of Nigerian politics. When you came the first time, it was sentiment. Nigerians are really very desperate about somebody who is going to lead them, but not somebody who is going to be stingy in ideas, in spending money, and appealing to necessary factors that you have to appeal to be able to win the election.
I think Nigerians, most Nigerians
that is my conclusion.
Thank you, Mr. Stardom. But I think most Nigerians would agree that they want someone who would be stingy with spending money, because we've seen what the too much benevolence of the spending money. We've seen where it's leading us to, right? You know, Tinubu entered, we hear say he buy new yacht, he buy private jet, he buy this, he buy that. You know, I believe the average Nigerian go say, why you they buy all these things? You know, if hungry, they catch people, you know. So I think most Nigerians would agree that, or agree to somebody, or would love somebody who's not spending as much money, you know, spending money anyhow unnecessarily. But anyway, that's your opinion, Mr. Stardom, and I appreciate you for joining the Beer Parlor podcast again. Mr. K dropped, but we have Mr. Savvy here. Mr. Savvy, thank you for joining again, Mr. Savvy, our co-host. Thank you for joining. All right, let's hear your thoughts, Mr. Savvy. Thank you for joining. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. The slogan of "I know they give Shi Shi" came from two perspectives. You know, first it came from the PDP sector when he wanted to get delegates. You know, so it would be difficult. People were arguing that it would be difficult for him to overrun Atiku or Wike when they were in PDP. So, and then his supporters don't want him to become a deputy to any of these candidates. So, since he can't buy or, you know, struggle, the buoyancy of buying delegates in the PDP to get the ticket, you know, he said, you know, they give Shi Shi, and then he moved the, you know, they give Shi Shi to Labour.
Fair enough. And I agree with you that that's where the slogan started from. But the slogan now taking forefront is you know, that's what we're discussing. We're not, you know, and IPOB people would always do this one. But do you know when he started? IPOB people, I wear this chain, make it they reflect for the eye, they blind on the eye today. Anyway, but you get the point, right? It's not where it started. Yes. It's, you know, it taking the forefront now, being like the very like him being Peter Obi. Yeah, I know they give Shi Shi. That's the problem, you know.
Yes, thank you. So when it comes to Labour, people tend to interpret that no, they give Shi Shi to kind of not being corrupt, or maybe it's different from the other people. That is the interpretation of people, but that wasn't the actual meaning. So when he comes to Labour, people see him as, oh, we have seen someone different from PDP and APC. Not necessarily because he's kind of, maybe because of his performance or because he's not corrupt and all that, but they just see someone different. So whichever money the APC and PDP are bringing, I'm not going to collect from them. I will definitely vote for this guy. So those were what perpetuate the whole thing. And then, but the reality on ground today shows that if you look at what happened in 2023, that thing is no longer there. The issue of naira scarcity, exchange rate, this and that, people were struggling, even to use naira to buy naira. Those were major reasons why people, and then the SARS issue, the protest of SARS, those were the major issues. People want people different, But now, when you're now having in the ADC, you now have the part of the PDP and the part of the APC in you. So people are no longer seeing him with the reality of, I'm not giving Shi Shi, or I'm not corrupt, I'm not this, because you are now mingled with the APC and then the PDP. And then if you come to the Igbo perspective of this thing, the 80% of Igbo leaders today are in the APC. Let's say this is your region. The 80% are in the APC. And this 80%, you might say they have one vote, but they have supporters. They have people working under them. So the argument of saying, hey, but they have only one vote now, is not there. And I wouldn't want my region to play this opposition politics at the end of the day, become an opposition, or maybe losing from it. If you look at the top 20 Igbo leaders today, they are in the APC.
Absolutely.
You talk about,
but make we not stare and go the APC, let's bring it back to Peter Obi being, this I know they give Shi Shi,
so the perspective here is that that slogan is not what gave Obi the ticket or gave him the votes, And then I know they give Shi Shi doesn't mean he's not corrupt or he's not, you don't have anything to do with all those, buying of vote. No. I know they give Shi Shi a slogan from the PDP era. So them using it now is inconsequential, and it won't give him any vote. It won't give him any vote. That is not something that you can say. What they are trying to get today is sympathy vote, and that sympathy vote is no longer there. The aura is no longer there. The people are saying things differently. So they are now viewing things in base of, maybe region, maybe party, and all that. So this is how I see it for now. Thank you.
Absolutely, and that's a good perspective you just highlighted there. You saying they give Shi Shi, but now you don't go join these other people where we know that and they give Shi Shi. So what does that make you, right? That's a very good perspective too. But yeah, but regardless of whether you see I'm in a different light or not, this is just my opinion. I think this, I know they give Shi Shi. Let them put them for back. Or Igbo go say, put them for back burner. Put them for back. It shouldn't be the essence of Peter Obi. It shouldn't be what everybody knows. If you call Peter Obi, then they think, I know they give Shi Shi. You shouldn't rebrand it. Rebrand them. That's why you have a team. That's why you need a team. I believe he has a team that does this PR. I think it was Mr. Jamie that mentioned PR. They need to repackage this thing. I know they give Shi Shi. It shouldn't be at the front. Make it not be the essence of Peter Obi. But anyway, Una, thank you for still being here. Make we go to chats. Make we read people waiting for chats. Let's read their chats and greet the people where they're here too. All right, Anselm says, when too tired of eating yourself. What thing you they talk, Anselm? Write English where person feel rich, read it. It's a volleyball. They hear they write anyhow English. You want to stress me. Anyway, Mr. Savi says Peter Obi is not Igbo progress. The guy don't mind that guy. Until I mute you now, you go there for that muted place now to the end of the show. Right? Your belego. If you like, no respect yourself. Like. Anyway, L.O. Low, he says Obi's hardline supporters have rendered their votes inconsequential all by themselves. Anyway, thank you, Low, for being here, and thanks for that comment. Don of Doncaster says it's Obi the best Igbos can produce. I mean, which other Igbo politician now fit run for president, Mr. Don? Which other Igbo politician fit run for president now? Where you go? I don't know if you're an Igbo person, but as an Igbo person, where I could support. I can't think of anyone at the point, I can't think of anyone. At this time, I can't think of anyone. Anyway, Father Obi Mario, Obiora, you are wrong. Let people's vote count and see. Okay. People's vote will count in January of 2027. AMG 7 stars say everybody don't wise. Everybody don't wise. All those who are chopping corn, they work again. Low says Shishi or no Shishi. Obi has demonstrated in opposition that he would not rule for all. Obi equal lost cause. Not true, my brother. Not true. Not true. Not true. I don't think Obi is a lost cause. I don't think so. I believe that we need a better governance in Nigeria. Tinubu is doing what he's doing. He's doing what he's doing. His supporters would say he's laying down policies that would, take the country to where the country needs to be in the long run. But, if those policies, they reflect for the people, but now, they feel them now, it becomes a problem, right? Anyway, midfielder say Pius Ayim. Pius Ayim. That guy don't old now. If he's still alive, he should be very old. Pius Ayim was one time INEC chairman, I believe. That guy don't old now. I don't know if anyway. Thank you guys for being here. Hani says Alex Oti can run. Alex Oti is currently the governor. I hear you, but he's currently the governor of Abia State. And in just the show working now. Maybe because of 2 years of showing working where we could just vote him as president. Your showing working need to be consistent for 4 years, 8 years. It has to be consistent. Not be just 2 years of showing working where then go carry you become president now. No be so it work. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Chuku Kaokenwa from Facebook, he says they are using IPOB mentalities to support P2B. I agree with you, some of these IPOB people, and it's ridiculous. IPOB people then go to do IPOB, still they support P2B. You need to choose one place and stay there. Pick one side and stay there. If you be IPOB, they your IPOB. If you be Nigerian, they Nigerian side. No, they do here and here. Pick one side and stay there. Anyway, Sam Smith say, Oga is not violence. Money was hand changed to take over the position of power in politics. Sam Smith, thank you for being here. Make I greet the people who are still there here. Mr. Jamie, thank you for being the number one today. Appreciate you. Bless man, Popcorn, Mr. Savi, Fitila, Goswill, L.O., Don of Doncaster, Ansel, midfielder Jenny, Stardom Apan, Old Fast Guy, I guess, dropped. Kunle Sani, GB, Ken Tutors, Father Obi Mario, Obiora, Seb, Temi, Otito, Miles, thank you guys for being here. Baba Waga, Mohammed, Fred, we have Chris Wokoma, Christian, Ikechu, thank you for being here. Your name long, shot. Gloss and Finish by OK, thank you for being here. Yoruba Heritage still there here. Yoruba Heritage. I hope so this Yoruba Heritage. I hope so you know be one of all those people who go just the banter Igbo people anyhow for your stage. I hope so you know be that kind of person. I hope you're a nice person. Anyway, thank you for being here, Yoruba Heritage. Because sometimes you're gonna go for you page. You could just get this guy, Sima, that guy is the most bigoted human being I don't see for this world. That guy could just ban, like for no reason, he could just curse Igbo people. I don't know anything Igbo people. I don't know anything Igbo. Whether I want Igbo get break that guy heart. I don't know what Igbo people do that guy when they call Sima. The most bigoted human being I've seen on TikTok. That Sima guy. Goodness gracious. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Mr. Richman, thank you for being here. Olayinka ABQ31. Les Blue, thank you for being here. Lugard Ihai, Minister of Violence, my G, thank you for being here. Mayowa Kingswall, Dayo, Officer Saga 1. You see, Saga people there here. We are not doing Saga here, and our conversation with the do here, I beg. Anyway, Ancestry Ebe. I know if you pronounce the other one, but thank you for being here. Genius, TJ, Mr. K, thank you for still being here. The King, Success, Ohen. Thank you for being here. Anyway, the other beautiful people with here, I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's get back to the chat. All right, Mr. Big Dream, let's hear your thoughts on this topic. And is this the first time of you being here, Mr. Big Dream?
Yes, I've been watching, but I've not.
All right. Thank you for coming on then. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for coming on. All right, thank you. Let's hear your thoughts on the topic then.
Regards to Obi, I'm an Igbo guy, and from Anambra State. He was once my governor. So, to regards to that, Obi is is economical. He feels that he's very strict with money. But he will say that in politics, that if you are to be a politician, like, you will not spend money during your campaign, or even when you lose case, you have to still spend money for the court case and all this. You have to do all those process. Money must be involved. So you shouldn't see it as is a corruption or something. Even him himself is corrupt in one way or the other as a politician.
I mean,
Because
no
to
court
even
has
start
held
with,
him, like, found him wanting. No court has found him wanting. So make we mind the kind of things we talk. You understand
it
what I'm
doesn't
saying?
mean.
But,
Yeah, exactly.
all right.
But in some way or the other, it might have been involved in some, shady things, but maybe not things that he's going to bring out, So what I'm saying that if nobody is a saint as a politician in Nigeria, like not only Nigeria, even in so many other political words.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is that Obi does not have the capacity to defeat Atiku, even in that primary self.
Fair enough. But no be that one. We'll go talk about
Because
that one
Atiku will
another day.
spend-
We go talk about that one, whether you get the
Okay.
capacity or not. But about this, I know they give Shi Shi. What do you think? Is it a risk? Did
Yeah,
it work for him in the past? Did it not work? And going to the next election, do you think it's smart for him to still use it, or do you think he shouldn't use it?
No, use it because you
Say
need
that again.
money.
We lost you
People
there.
are
Say that
hungry.
again. We lost you. Say that again, please.
I mean, he needs to be able to fit in that caliber of votes that he wants. He needs to spend the money. Because if you remember the last time he didn't spend money, okay, people have that love for him. They wanted to change the government by all means because people like him more. People are hungry. People, they need that money to survive too. They need to get things either by food or by one thing or the other. You can distribute. You cannot say that you will not give Shi Shi, and how are you going to win? How is people going to like you? And even with that mindset, you cannot even run the economy because the economy needs you to be open-handed. You can, if you are too stingy, you cannot spend money to do big projects. You will see, oh, this is like a waste of money. No need. Let me just economize this money. I'm supposed to spend $100 billion to do this project in Nigeria. You say, oh, no. Let me use this thing and then do the local one. And at the end, you see, some project might not even yield any money. It will not even bring any money to the country. You need to spend money to get money. That is just it. To even make your economy better. So if somebody like that
as an
becomes
Igbo
man, exactly. So you need to have that mind. People like Atiku has that capacity to do that. So anyway, that is my opinion. So he should just forget about that thought that he doesn't spend. If he come with that one, in fact, this time around, maybe he will be fought. I'm telling you.
Fair enough.
Because
and the primaries has not.
We spend money.
Yeah, the primaries has not happened. So I believe that most people are so expecting the primaries to come on fast so that we can start seeing what he would do differently from what he did last time. Because again, if what you did last time worked, you would have been president. So if you want to bring that same last time mentality this time, I don't know, man. They say doing something repeatedly, expecting different results. It's insanity.
The same.
Yeah. But we'll see. Make the primaries come. Let's see what he has in stock for us. But thank you, Mr. Big Dream. And me too, I get big dream. And I wish and want everybody to have big dreams like Mr. Big Dream. Thank you for joining, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Bam Bam. Thank you for joining again, Mr. Bam Bam. Make we hear your thoughts on this one, Jare.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for giving me one cup of beer. Make I use and step down.
Enjoy.
The international barman himself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Topic, is it a smart or risk? I will not call it a smart move. The reason is I don't know if you know the story of Lagos State during Obasanjo regime. That particular election, some of us, so there are some unconfirmed story that will be doing Bode George Obasanjo that the money that is meant for Lagos election was misspent. Now, what I'm saying is the system of this particular system that we are practicing in Nigeria, there is no how you can do without money in election. It will be very difficult. Okay, if you are not giving money, we are not saying you should give money to bribe people. No. But there are some money you need to spend on essential. People will travel from one place to another. Those people that are going to be your agent, no, if you don't want them to collect money from another party,
Yeah, the new guest, can you please mute yourself? I can't, for some reason, I can't even mute you. The new guest, can you please mute yourself? I know they even see your name. All right, thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that, Mr. Bambam.
Okay, no problem. Now, your party agent, you need to support them. They are you need to support.
Yeah,
you
go
need
ahead.
everything you need to give it so that they could be able to perform the way you want. But if you leave your party agent at the mercy of your opponent, you are deceiving yourself in the name that you are not we are this thing and that. In abroad, they contribute for election. Do you understand? So, in fact, before you can join a political party in abroad, they will ask you for donation to support that party.
Yeah.
So you need money. And to be sincere, we know the gift issue. We are just deceiving ourselves. Even in the last election, people donated a lot of money for obedient this thing. What happened to that money?
Yeah.
Now, in the name of we know the gift issue, they failed to utilize the money properly. When you have people supporting you, at the same time you support with necessary money. We are not saying you should buy votes. No, you don't need to buy votes. But since the electoral law has said, as for now, what we are having in Nigeria is manual voting, whereby you need to have your party agent in all the polling units in Nigeria. You can't just ask a polling unit agent to just go without giving him or her money. It's not possible. And my brother, if you calculate that money, it's not a small money to spend. You know how the number of polling units we have in Nigeria.
Yeah.
In fact, you can even mobilize them with data money that immediately our result is enter in Form CA8, snap it and send it to us. We don't want to hear there is no data. Okay, take 2,000 and buy data. You know, so we need all those in necessity money. Don't just say, I will not they give you. If you say you don't they give Shi Shi, people will go give Shi Shi, go give Shi Shi. And they will, by the time people will you know give Shi Shi, they polling unit, they will collect Shi Shi, leave your job, and are waiting the killer. That is why I ask you, when people tell me that somebody won election, this next chairman was ring the I just ask. Look at what happened in Abuja. Result was flying around. We could see where there's alteration, everything, we could see them. But when you calculate the number of polling units you have in Abuja and you calculate the number of alteration, you will be able to know that no, this election is okay. Because if we have more than that, people will still spread it. So if you have your agent in all the polling units, forget to ring the election will be very difficult. Because once you enter my result, I go down snap and send them to my Oga. My Oga go down send them to.
Guess what? Right? Let's even, just like you were saying, having a polling agent in every polling unit in Nigeria. Imagine the most remote place for Nigeria, maybe somewhere in the north or somewhere in the south, right? Anywhere for Nigeria where they're very remote. Maybe you don't get supporter there, but you need a polling agent there. You now have to send a polling agent from Port Harcourt or from Enugu or from Lagos. No be transport, the person go there. When the person reach there, you know go lodge for somewhere. So these things cost money. But when you keep shouting, I know they give Shi Shi, it might be deterring the people that even want to even volunteer to say, if you know they give Shi Shi, now if I go there, now my transport I go take go, now my transport I will take come by, now my transport I will take chop. You know, you see what I'm saying, right? It shouldn't be the forefront of your campaign. I know they give Shi Shi. You're deterring people from even coming out to vote you.
And you know something, make I tell you something. Our politician, no be all politicians, they remember everybody will work for them during election. So some people go, they try say anything where I get before election, now I go manage. Now only few politicians they remember people will help them. That is why you have to give Shi Shi. That is why INEC say this is how much you need to say. Because number one, even to print banner. Now, you get waiting and they tell some obedience, but they know they tell them say you are big. I said, okay, you know they please you. Do you know you have to print banner? There are some people that they are not on social media. And they don't even recognize APC or PDP. Maybe some people don't know that in Nigeria, some people don't even know APC. They only know the logo.
Yep.
Some people will just show them the logo. Some people even need the picture. This is the person. So That's why who is this person? So when you show them the logo, when they get the ballot, but this is the logo, they say make I vote. So you need to print all those things. You need vehicle, mobilization, you buy fuel, a lot of things require money.
Yep.
If you sit and I believe we know they give Shishi in our life. Even the person that said they give Shishi has donated a lot of money to a lot of places now, churches, nursing homes, schools, students, just that you are giving money, but how do you spend the money? So the issue, I know they give Shishi. Some people are missing it.
Yeah.
You have to give Shishi in election. Even in abroad, if you want to fight for your election, every penny spent to review the result, you will bear the cost.
Yep.
So
Mr. Bamba, make it round up so that we can move forward. But yeah.
So that's what I want to say. We just need to understand. To me, this electoral law has helped anybody that want to become Nigerian president or governor, unless we study it very well. But you need money. You need to study the electoral law, do the right thing. Then you fight anything and you will win.
Yep.
That is it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Bamba. Oga K, make we hear your thoughts. Let's hear your thoughts on this topic, man.
Thanks, Kachi. How you doing?
I did fine, my brother.
I don't know if you come online yesterday.
I no come. Errands pull my leg. I say make I run errands, Jerry. I no come. Thank you, Jerry, for looking out.
You did that. You need that.
Thank
We'll
you.
quickly talk this topic. I don't go too Tesha anyway.
No wahala.
There's no election where you, just like I've listened to so many, there's no election where you want to do for this, for anywhere in this world that you won't spend money. You must spend money because you will use money to do logistics. You will use money to sort through one of the things that I believed that affected Obi last election, right? Okay, we are still talking about no they give Shishi, so I will tie it together. One of the things that affected him was because there were not enough agents in those polling units, right? And the reason why there was not enough agents in those polling units is because, number one, it was Labour Party. Labour Party no get money to run that kind of election. And that's the truth. Now, I know... And
him know they give Shishi now. No come give Shishi.
Do you understand? And I will even say, maybe the donations are not the result, but the donations is not enough. How much is the donation? That's the truth. Who are the people donating? Is it not the $5, $100, and all this? That all these diaspora people donated. The people that donated money, real money to Obi's campaign, were diaspora people. That's the truth. That them really fund that election for him, right? And he didn't even really spend in himself, not to spend money. Do you understand? One of the things I know that
him spend, Sha.
On election
day. Someone made an argument that all those trips and he made a lot of trips. Those things are not cheap,
Yeah, I know. But you want to compare it to PDP or APC?
Fair enough.
Do you understand? You can't compare now. Let me tell you something, Kachi. At least in every polling unit that you have an agent, at least you go give 5,000. Right? On election day, you will give 5,000 minimum. I know it might be more, but at least more just benchmark 5,000, right? And you must have 2 in each polling unit. And there are 147,000.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of bread, man.
Now, multiply it.
That's a lot of bread, man.
On election day alone.
Yeah.
You know they see now?
Yeah.
You know they see you need money?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's like 2 billion on election day. Approximately, I might not get that maths right? But that's approximately about 2 billion on election day alone.
Yep.
So if you don't have that money, your agent go collect money for another party, they go look away.
That's not, I thought about it, but, too big like that, though. 735 million is less than $1 billion. 147 times 5,000. It's still a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but, it's
that's
not...
a lot of money on election day.
Yeah.
That's on election day alone.
Yeah.
Right? That's for one election. You still have presidential. You have governorship. Times it by 2. That's something
Yeah,
billion
call am 2 billion
on just election day alone. You are
Call
not
am 2
talking
billion.
about all the logistics you are going to do, all the places you are going to go, all the banners you are going to print, all the things you are going to do. So on a normal day, to win an election in Nigeria, you must have to win or to do presidential election in Nigeria, at least you must have like 3 billion, give or take. Money that you are ready to waste. In fact, somebody is telling me now that nobody will collect 5,000 from you. But I'm just basing that 5,000 as minimum. But I know nobody will collect 5,000, maybe like 10,000. Then now talk about primaries. Damn. Logistics.
Yeah.
For primaries. Come on, you need money. All those they give Shi Shi, they work. Oh.
Man.
Even US, I remember how much US spent on their election now. The Kamala Harris and Trump election.
Yeah.
Even on adverts. You go do adverts now.
Yeah. It's expensive. Elections are expensive. That's a given.
Yeah, election is expensive. So you must be ready. That's why people that go into campaign, people that really do election, there are people that have money.
Yep.
And that's why they ask for donors. People like APC have money. PDP get money. Why do you think all these Atiku and all of them, they are looking for states where they go get money, where they go take sponsor election? You think it's easy?
Yep.
That's why to be honest, right, I still respect Atiku. The guy has been spending money since not they spend the money. You know? So the old, I'll just leave it like that. Guy, you need money. All this, they spend Shi Shi, you won't win.
Absolutely.
You will not win. You won't win the election. And that's what is affecting Obi.
Absolutely.
And so, if it is smart or is risky, it's none of the two, but I don't want to use, I don't like using foul language, but it's not smart, it's not risky, it's worse than the two. It's worse than risky. Yeah, it's worse.
Fair enough.
It's worse. So you must give Shi Shi. You must give.
Fair enough.
He must give. But on another day, we'll talk about. You said we are still going to have the conversation if he will win or not, right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to. I want to stay on the topic.
Make we stay on the topic today. Another day we'll go talk about whether he will win or not. And we don't even know if he go win the primaries. We don't know whether he go win primaries yet before they talk whether he go win.
Even that primary, if he doesn't spend enough money, he won't win. Boys go smarter, boys go smart.
So let's take it one step at a time. Make we take it one step. Make we not jump the gun. Make him win primaries first.
No, I know the jump. That's why I'm staying on that. You don't say that they stay on that topic. I did divert.
Absolutely.
All right. So you must give Shi Shi. He must give.
He has to. And he has to change that slogan too. At least come out from the forefront. Make it be somewhere else.
No, that is boring actually. Yeah. We've added it. Even APC don't change, from change. Then they talk say change continue. I don't know where they talk say renew hope. They talk say renew hope. Now I don't know whether they want.
Now City Boy now. Now City Boy. Now City Boy. You see how everybody is changing, right?
Change is only constant. The only thing that is constant in nature is change. You must change. You must change. You must keep bringing something that is new. You must bring something that is new, something that is trendy. And one of the problems I have with his handlers and I don't know where he's getting his advice from. He needs to change that his set of advisor. Those guys are not doing well in managing his status. Do you understand? In managing even the kind of tweets he brings out. Do you understand? I'm not saying maybe he's using all those. You can't be using all those Sarah, all those small boys. They don't know nothing now. You need to get real professional that can manage your image. Obi's image is too big. It's too big for him to be handled by all these small boys. Do you understand? He needs somebody. He needs an image that can confront Amechi and Atiku.
Yep.
Do you understand? In terms of that image, and he needs to spend money. If he doesn't spend money, he won't win.
You go choke.
Make I deal there like that. Make I
Fair
deal
enough.
there like
But
that.
thank you, Mr. K. Make we move the conversation
so much.
forward. Yeah, thank you, Mr. K. All right, Mr. Detunji Adeyinka on Facebook. He says, giving Shi Shi a part of party structure. Absolutely, I think it is. But yeah, anyway, Mr. You and I, this one not be Mr. This one You and I store. You and I store. Thank you for joining today, the Beer Parlor podcast. All right, make we hear your thoughts on the topic.
Okay, thank you for bringing me up. I really appreciate it.
No problem, my brother.
So when you talk of, I know they give Shi Shi. Well, I think it's an old school.
Yeah. And just keep going. I'll be right back. Just keep going. I'll be right back. 1 second. Just keep going.
Yeah, Obi have to change it. But other than that, I have never seen where Obi said that he will not give people Shi Shi in terms of logistics. He has come out openly and said it,
in
but
half
he
a mile,
cannot.
take the exit towards
He cannot
Flatsmith
go
Historic
into,
Downtown.
give people bribe for nothing. Rather, let's assume that on a election day, he will give people money for logistics and also to feed themselves during a election. I'm talking about the party agents. I've never seen anywhere where Obi come out and say he can't give Shi Shi to those
Take the exit toward Flatsmith.
to those kind of people. So another thing is when you talk of I know they give Shi Shi and they also changing a political party. I think that he should totally drop that. I know they give Shi Shi because joining
At the
ADC
next
now
stop sign, turn right.
is a game changer to him
At
because
the stop sign,
coming
turn
from
right onto Bay Road,
Southeast,
Webster Boulevard.
which have less population in terms of political arithmetics,
Yeah.
you need to, commingle with people with other religion, and that is what he did. So all those people that are criticizing him, they give Shi Shi, and why did you join ADC? It's political calculation. You have to calculate. There's no way that he will remain in a dormant labor and win any election. So let me not deviate from they give Shi Shi to any other this. Obi gives Shi Shi in terms of logistics. So anybody who is not comfortable with that, you can go and vote for any other candidate. For me, just to tell you the truth, I know very well that Obi is not going to win, but I rather vote for Obi and let my conscience be clear than to vote for any other person.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, You and I store. But the way they say this, I know confidently that this person is not going to win. You don't know. We don't know what is going to happen. We don't know if we go wake up tomorrow. You don't know if Obi no go win. So those kind of statements, you get as it be.
No, sir. No, sir. This is not Buhari time. This is Tinubu's time. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Tinubu is coming for the second time. Where on earth will you slack? You have to take every measures to make sure that you are in there. We are not transiting from 8 years to another edition. We are still in the fourth year, going to second edition, phase of it. And the candidate is the president. It doesn't happen that way. Tinubu is not Jonathan.
Right
Tinubu is not Buhari. Because Buhari, I discovered that Buhari really want to give power to whoever is capable. It's just that Tinubu oversmart him. Buhari have an open hand. Whoever that win, it's okay by him. But this man, he oversmart him. How on earth do you think that now he has everything? He will now lose, he will slack. No way.
Fair enough.
Let's just tell ourselves the truth.
Fair enough.
It doesn't happen that way. This is politics. Tinubu is on top
Turn
of
right
his
onto
game. And I
Buccaneer
like
Boulevard.
it.
Fair
And
enough.
I like what the man is doing. Whether we like it or not, he's just doing his job. He wants to secure the distance back. So the only thing that opposition is doing now, opposition is bullshit. I have to tell you.
Yeah.
They are not doing their work.
I hear you,
They're not doing their work at all.
You and I store, but we don't want to deviate the topic. We just want to discuss this no they give Shi Shi matter and keep it
Thank you
around
so
that
much.
conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you, Mr.
Take your
I
next
keep
step,
saying Mr.
Brandon.
Thank you, you and I store. Make una check out you and I store. See what's in the sell for that store. Whether one I go like what's in the sell. But I appreciate you, man. Make I greet the people waiting for chats as well. Let's see here. Mr. K says it's 750 million times 2. Yeah, call them 2 billion. You know, then that's just for polling units agents on election day. You know, which is close to $2 million, man. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. I hear you now. I'm putting it into perspective. It's just, man, it's mind-boggling, you know. To be president, no be contract Gary, you know, that's an expensive business, you know, that's an expensive sport. Anyway, John, your name was so good, you named yourself twice. God will surprise you that Obi will win. Now, God know they play politics, so my brother, make we leave that one. I would like to see Obi win too, but no be by God something. But thank you, John, for being here. Harry Chika say you and I store church or choma. It be like on Asabi on herself. He say church or choma. Etanlag, Mr. Etanlag. Thank you for joining again, Jared. Etanlag was my host on one of my debate shows. He said, "We know I go buy you Heineken if he wins." On a day now, Etanlag, Mr. Etanlag. Now don't they say you go buy me Heineken? No, when he win now, you go say, which day did I say it? you go do like Daniel Boala. You go say, I want to give you on my honor. I did not say it. It sound like you don't talk amo. You go say, I did not say that. I did not do like Daniel Boala when that time reach. Anyway, Mr. Bamba, he say, how did you know? Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't know for sure, right? Chika say, God bless you. God bless you too. I don't know that me they bless, but God bless you too. I know most people here are cause then sabi cause person. And they never ever tell me God bless you. Now turn the fire, you see your head. Now all those things then they tell me. They never ever tell me God bless me. Anyway, Mr. Itaula say he must give Shi Shi to win. Absolutely, he has to give Shi Shi. He has to give Shi Shi. Kay, we need you, Chika. Thank you for being here. Minister of Violence, he say, with which money? Minister of Violence, my brother. Can you imagine a chick? All right, let's see some other chats here. Monday say, you did not give money for people that work for you. That is, you are storing it for your generation. Yeah, I mean, it will be interesting. Make you win the primaries first, and then we go from there, right? Let him win the primaries, or let the primaries run its course and see who emerges, and then let's see the next move of Peter Obi. Because we know Peter Obi, even though we ain't go come out with another slogan. Now the primaries of PDP, now make her come out with the I know they give Shi Shi now. Abi? Now the primaries, when he didn't lose, by the way. When you see what's in the happen for PDP primary, he say, nah, this one pass me. I know they give Shi Shi. He said, this one pass me. I know they do like this. I beg, make I go find my level. Make I go find my pay grade. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Make I greet the people who don't be here for a while now. Make I greet the people who don't be here for a while. Kehinde Babajide, thank you so much for overtaking Mr. Jemmy. Mr. Jemmy is number 2. Blessed Man is number 3. Blessed Man, thank you for being here. Dawn of Doncaster, Mr. Savi, Mr. A-Town Lag, Popcorn, thank you guys for being here. Paul Praise, Minister of Violence, my brother. Olasich, there. Olasich called me. She said, don't call my name like that again. Don't call my name like that. My name is Olasich. Olasich, thank you for being here. Inochika, thank you for being here. Seb, Alaji na Nkwere. Alaji na Nkwere. There is no Alaji na Nkwere. Alaji na Nkwere. Thank you for being here. Midfielder, Jenny, Stardom, Victor, Akpan. Mr. Stardom was here earlier. Thank you for still being here. Let's see. Miles, Mr. Miles, Baba, Waga, Muhammad. Thank you for being here. Fred, I am Bougie, a taste of Africa. Let's see. Chris Nwokoma, Christian Ikechu. Thank you for being here. Your name, sir, your name too long. TikTok no agree allow you finish up. I believe Ikechu na Ikechuku you want type there. TikTok say no, you have to stop here. Anyway, gloss and finish by OK. Make una check. I be like na business guy. Make una check what in the do. See whether you go need in services. Olayinka Nature Show. Oladimeji Dolapo. Mr. Bam. Thank you for still being here. Let's blue. Ihani. Nature and Culture. Smart Albert. Dayo Alaye. Me. Stonewash. Let's see this name. Physio Nyekunu. Okay, I hope I said it right. Anyway, Adewumi Adeoje, thank you for being here. At Anthony Ogunleke, 2015. Ike Otuonye. One person's strength. That is the meaning of the name. Thank you for being here, Ike Otuonye. Ancestry, Itimi. Gen Z Uncle Global. TJ, thank you for being here. Kai, Nora Lockshead, thank you for coming back. Appreciate you. The King, SD, North Star, Diversity Advancement Network. I'd love to know what you guys do at your business. Son of Goldsmith, and the other beautiful people with day here. I thank you guys for being here, man. We have 6,000 likes on TikTok. Let's keep liking and get to 10K likes and get more people to join the conversation. All right, let's get back to the chat. I'm not seeing any more traction on Facebook, but the Facebook people, make I salute them. Make I salute people waiting for Facebook. Make I open Facebook, salute my brothers and sisters. My sisters waiting for TikTok. I don't know why they like talk politics. When I go there here, just they listen. Make una come here, come talk. We want to hear your opinion. We want to have conversation with you guys, but una know they agree talk. Anyway, Pius Eziu Bochi Ugwala on Facebook. Thank you for being here. Adetunji Adeyinka, Chukwuma Okenwa, Sam Smith, Al Alimi, and the rest of the beautiful people waiting for Facebook. I greet all of you guys, man. All right, let's get back to it. Mr. Etan Lag, make we hear your talk. And thank you, Mr. Etan Lag was not moderator, our judge on one of our debate shows the other day. Thank you for coming back. Make I give him a round of applause. Thank you for coming back, Mr. Etan Lag. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's hear your thoughts on the topic, man.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah, okay. At least you gave me my applause now because I was going to charge you if you didn't give me that one. So at least that one is settled.
Yep.
But yeah, so I mean, as far as this no they give Shi Shi thing, it's risky. You know, I would say it's risky. I mean, even worse than risky, it's a non-starter for me because the previous election, he had a lot going for him, right? Element of surprise. There was this, wave that came with everything. It was the first time. Everyone was energetic. So anything that came along with it, kind of helped, And it wasn't just the, they give Shi Shi thing. There were other things that helped added to it, the LUP, all those things on Twitter and all those. So all those things added. Those things are gone now. We now know him. Everybody knows him. So there's really no, what's that word? No new excitement. So at best, he has the people he had before, or maybe even lost some. There's not really that new. He's not really gaining new voters per se. So sticking to the same old. Okay, I know they give Shi Shi type thing. In my own opinion, just says we didn't learn from the past and we're not looking to change because it's like we're just trying to do the exact same thing. And most importantly, whether or not people even understand what that's I know they give Shi Shi means or not is even critical. Because some will think it's I know they give Shi Shi as in, okay, I'm not corrupt. Some will think I know they give Shi Shi as in I don't give funds for logistics like somebody mentioned, which is not correct, right? You definitely, the party is responsible for that, for logistics and all that. But if you create this aura that, I don't give money or people are supposed to do it for free. I mean, they did it the last time. Some people will say, why am I going to waste my time? You're a billionaire. I don't have money, so I should use my own money to go to the polling booth and all that. Why can't you pay? And, another way to also look at it is you have to understand the terrain in which you're working, right? You might not want to even be corrupt, right? And say, okay, I don't even want to bribe. Let's even say if it's bribing, right? But there's some things that, especially in Nigeria, that, if you don't play the game, you will just be wasting your time. Here's what I mean. Okay, you have agents, right? You're expecting the agents to be, your party agents, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you say, okay, I'm not going to give this person anything. They will spend their own money to get their transport and all this. And then somebody else gives them, small change. You've been hustling and all that. Look one side, I beg. Don't worry, let's change this result or whatever. They're prone to do it. I'm not saying people necessarily would do that, but you don't want such situations, So that's why, even though you're not giving your agents or all these people money for the sake of, bribing them, you're also ensuring that it, kind of motivates them and they don't necessarily look the other way. So by saying, you don't give Shi Shi or actually not giving Shi Shi, from my own perspective, is counterproductive. So I think it's a very risky move simply because, it doesn't have that spark, number one, and number two, it can backfire. So I don't think it's a smart move at all. I don't think it's smart move. If he wants to win, and this is even like for the main elections, as far as the primaries, I don't really think it matters, frankly speaking, from my perspective, slogan or not. I think what wins primaries, we all know. I think, as far as that primary, it's articles, whatever to lose. We have to be honest, I mean, everybody knows about the Dubai envelopes and we know how that works. So it's a question of whether he has access to that or not, So, but in the grand scheme, let's say, he does win the primaries because you know where I stand, and I definitely want competition. I don't want it to be easy.
Boring,
Who I
right?
support. Actually, do
Absolutely.
want, I want the opposition. I want it to be a good election, because it helps democracy, it helps,
Yep.
the next person. Otherwise, people will lose hope for the future. They're like, what's the point, right? So I
Yeah.
definitely want him to come out, but he definitely needs to change. He needs to not necessarily pick something catchy, but stay away from the
I know they give
the old
shishi.
slogans
Just
and things
stay
that
away
make
from
you
that, yeah?
yeah, because it didn't work the last time. I mean, well, you did get votes that nobody expected you were going to get. But at the end of the day, you didn't win.
You didn't win. And that was my argument too. It did not work. Your goal was to win, and if you did not win, that means it did not work. Whatever strategy you used did not work. Period. You can say, I got 200 million votes, but you did not win. That is the ultimate argument there. You did not win, so it did not work,
Yeah. So it definitely needs to build on that, do more, because I don't think, well, we never know. I don't think there is probably any end SARS or anything that's going to like ginger people. I don't see that coming. Maybe the hunger or maybe this new stuff going on that is causing petrol to go up or whatever. But you have to have your own thing. And again, most importantly, you're the opposition, right? The reason why it's critical is because you don't want the the current government to be the one spurring that thing. For example, they came up with city boy, and then your people are now coming up with village boys. You're supposed to be the one initiating this, so you're already lagging behind. Don't allow the current government to be the one doing that. You should be the one coming up with those type of slogans and what people can hold on to that can ginger people.
He's reacting. In the react. He's reacting.
Exactly. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. So, using no they give shishi, it doesn't, it's like people will be like, I beg, okay, we don't tire, Jerry. They give shishi. We need you to give shishi now. So it's like it's done and dusted. Get something new, something to energize the people. So I think it's I think was it Mr. K that was talking earlier too, as the people managing him. It's a very good point that he made. I don't think he has either. He doesn't have good managers, or maybe he's one of these type of people that likes to do it himself. He thinks he doesn't need people, and I think it's a very big mistake on his part. You need good managers. People that will come up with things creative, something that can make people feel, like yes. Because you only have the people that are loyal to you right now out of patriotism or whatever. But you need to win new people, give them a reason, get a new strategy, a new slogan that will get people like, yes, 2027, we are going to win, So no, they give shishi, frankly speaking, no.
And if I'm being honest, my brother, if I'm being honest, I agree with you. But if I'm being honest too, I said this at the beginning of the show, right? P2B looks fatigued to me. Like, it be like you don't expend all the energy for the last election season, and this time, all that energy we saw last time, I'm not seeing it. I know they see him. He was traveling here and there. Even before primaries, everybody don't know, P2B. Everybody was talking. He wasn't like this Danebwala's interview now that broke the Nigerian media space, right? It was P2B that was breaking the media space every day or every other day. But we're not seeing that anymore, So again, it goes back to rebranding. It goes back to his team, like you said, like Mr. K said. You need a better team, or if the current team, they need to do better. And I love this guy. You yourself, where you be saying, obviously, support. You support the incumbent presidency, but the thing still they vex you. Say, I want to see something exciting, right? Then imagine me beside the supporter. It's frustrating.
And that's just, and I agree with you, and that's just the thing, and remove emotions. A lot of people won't, really think about it. It's like, me, I support, the current government, but it doesn't mean that I don't want a good Nigeria. And at the same time, I want somebody that will keep them on their toes so that they won't take it for granted that even if and when they win, they will know that, okay, there's opposition, there are people that want other things. This is what we're not doing well, because from all indicators, right? again, people might not accept. I personally think it will be a landslide based on what I'm saying. Again, my opinion, based on what we're saying, but people get emotional and they'll say, oh, it's only if they rig it. But you're not being realistic, you're not being realistic. This guy, he won when everything was against him, and he didn't even have anything to show at the time. Now, whether you like it or not, right now they're in government, they have something to show. Some people might choose to, ignore it and say, they're not doing anything. But the people that are benefiting from these things, they see it, whether
Absolutely.
it be, for example, and I don't want to take away from it, just real quick, the people in government workers, they have access to single-digit loans for the first time, for homes. The people getting it, who do you think they're going to vote for? So things like that, people don't think about it. It's almost like a bribe. Even the US, they did it. Trump, Biden.
My brother, no go that side. I beg, no go that side. TikTok know they like. I beg, leave these people their own.
I forgot. Yeah. It's true, especially with what's going on. So sorry. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's what I'm getting at. So he definitely needs something to energize the populace. It's not just
fair enough.
Okay, people are not happy with the current government alone. You need something to get everybody, like, it shouldn't even be a question of 50-50. It should be overwhelming that people are like, yes, we don't want this government and we're going to. But as it is now, we don't have that.
They're not doing
it's not even certain that he's going to win the primaries. So that even is a problem.
Mr. Etanlag, make we move forward. If you want to round up, make we move forward.
So there's not too much else to add. It's very risky. People just have to be realistic with it. He needs to change strategies, and that they give Shi Shi is getting old. This is Nigeria. People are not going to, it's not going to fly this time around.
Yep, fair enough. I agree with you, my brother. And I hope that the people where they handle P2B, his handlers, and also they speak for you, his handlers. I hope they are there for these 83 people. I hope they are there about the 83 people where they listen. You guys need to do better, man.
Yeah. I hope they're listening, because again, when we say it, it's not because we don't mean well. We mean well.
Absolutely.
I don't understand why people would think that this is Nigeria is for all of us. There's
Absolutely.
no way, people. I want him to do well. I want the best man to win. But here, I support my person. But I want the best man to win. The best person that's going to help all of us.
Absolutely.
So hopefully, his people are listening, and they'll do better.
Fair enough. Thank you, Mr. Etanlag. Make we read.
Chief.
No, Wala.
Popcorn.
If you allow me, let me make my lab because I want to drop.
Just 1 second. Make I greet the people waiting for chat, and then we'll come back to that. Just 1 second, Mr. Popcorn, please.
Okay.
All right, make we see people waiting for chat here. Alhaji Nankwara is Atiku never become president now. Obi. Anyway, I don't know, man. I don't know what you mean by that. Listen, I like to take things one at a time. One step. We don't know what will happen during that. Una no that day now. Atiku go say, I ordain Obi make una vote. We don't know. We don't know all these things. So let us take it one step at a time and see what happens in the primaries. That's all I'm saying. Let's take it one step at a time. One step at a time. Let's not be faster than our shadows, Anyway, Mr. Bam Bam says, I support the government, but I don't want them to relax. I want pressure on them. Absolutely, man. And this government, my own be saying they're a little bit too wasteful. And they too waste money. The other day I see boss. Renewed hope. Come on now. Come on. Anthony Joshua get accident the other day. Ambulance no day. Election don't start. Bosses full everywhere. They do renewed hope. Come on now, when I don't get conscience, so now those little things, they vex me with this government, right? And just like Mr. Etanlag said, right, there's like single loan schemes, all these wonderful, fantastic things what they do, but when they prioritize politics. That's my problem with them. Anyway, Mr. Bam Bam, that's my reaction to your comment. Anyway, Paul Praise, thank you for following me. By the way, if you never follow me, make you follow me. This is a good time to follow me if you've not followed me yet. Anyway, Diversity Advanced Network. He says it's cheap to critique. Abi, to critique, they're very cheap. You go just say, like me now, go just say ring light, put mic, put headphone, begin the critique. It's very cheap, right? I understand you, my brother, but now because of love, now make with the do it. We not just the do it just because, You see that's why you talk, right? Ebuta 74, you don't they cost me since. Nobody they ever tell me God bless you here. Any God bless you see, no be me then they refer to. Now another person. Now thunder fire you. Your papa, your mama, now these people saboteurs. You see, I'm saboteurs. Thunder fire all of you there. You see what I they talk? They only cost, then they cost me. Ebuta thunder fire you too. Ebuta, may thunder fire me and you. How about that one? Fire your papa, me, you and your papa. May thunder fire 3 of us. Idiot. Idiot. Anyway, JZS keys. A guy in explanation no makes sense. Anyway, let's get back to the chat. I appreciate all of you. Let's keep liking. We're at 7K likes. Let's hit 10K likes. All right. Mr. J, okay, Mr. Bam, not Bam Bam. Mr. Popcorn said he had something to tell us or share before he drops. All right, Mr. Popcorn, thank you for being here for so long, man. I appreciate you. Let's hear your final thoughts before you tell us goodbye. Let us hear it.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks again for my brother. Thanks again. Once again. Thank you again. This is Nigeria. Nigeria are not civilized or how do I put it? We are not really we are not really there yet in compared to modern politics. Then people are
civilized
saying
might not be the word. It's not even the word. No, be might, because I think we're all civilized. I think the word you're looking for is maybe underdeveloped or something. But civilized, I think we are civilized.
Okay. Yeah, we're underdeveloped, and the mechanism is not there. The awareness is not there as well. Right? Yeah. I mean, comparing to the kind of infrastructure and whatever we have available in Nigeria. Now, it will be very difficult for anybody who doesn't spend money this time to win election, because there's hunger in the town. There's hunger. Things are expensive.
Yeah.
But then in my first address, I've already said it. I know the gift she was like figure of speech. Everybody knows what the guy mean, but some common man or some people or some primitive people doesn't understand what it mean. So that slogan might be little.
You use strong words when not just alive. Primitive, man. Primitive, they're very strong. I'm not sure say anybody still. I mean, there's still some primitive population, but for Nigeria, I don't know whether we get any primitive people though.
Of course, we have a lot.
I don't know, man. Primitive is anyway. Yeah, I think I get what you mean. But
anyway,
yeah.
I mean, if you find this offensive, my apologies. If you find it offensive, my apologies.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to put anybody down anyway. Yeah, but the point is, currently, the way the economy is and the way Nigeria is, things are very tough. Naira is devaluing every day. So if any candidate, any opposition who is coming to contest against Tinubu or APC, who doesn't spend money, the person is going nowhere. That's a fact. Things that people are going. I mean, I was in Nigeria a few months ago. People are going through hell. There's no money. And even the little money that is available have no value.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So any opposition that is coming to challenge APC will spend money. Obviously, APC is a colossal failure. Everybody knows that. So any candidate that comes in now to show some, to give hope to people, or make a lot of impact, might even win them. But the person
I wouldn't call APC as a Buhari, or maybe I go agree with you, but Tinubu's own government, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a complete colossal, like you said, failure. I mean, there is failures in a lot of places, but not complete.
Okay, let me say it. The reason why I personally say the colossal failure is subsidy removal. All the money from sources, where is it going? All the money they recover a lot of money from people who looted money. Where is the money going? NMPC couldn't remit some of their money. Where is all this money? Where are all this funds? There's no improvement in infrastructure in Nigeria. Currently, power supply is going down every day, according to people.
There's some improvement in infrastructure, the roads,
Now,
right?
now,
Roads,
again,
right?
again,
Coastal Road.
but
Baba is building Coastal Road for us, But Mr. Popcorn, we're not here to critique Tinubu's government. So
hold on. Coastal Road, what impact does Coastal Road have on common Nigerian?
It will. There is a lot of impact if it's seen all the way through. If you've seen the design, it goes from I think Lagos all the way to Calabar, right?
The amount of waste in this government is alarming. Even international community are showing their concern as well.
I hear you, but let's take it one at a time. You say what's the impact on the coastal road, the impact of
on the common man.
It will help transportation of goods. Ndibo will do transportation and all that good stuff. So we go benefit us a lot. If you want to break it down. But Mr. Popcorn, again, I don't want to digress. I don't want to steer the conversation somewhere else. If you just want to round up this your final submission so that we'll go move forward. Just on the topic. Let's move forward.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm doing. So the point I'm making, any opposition, which I see very difficult for them to come and challenge this because they've actually taken everybody. They have actually killed opposition in Nigeria anyway. So there's nothing like opposition anymore. Opposition is very, very weak. So there's nothing like opposition right now.
Fair enough, Mr. Popcorn. Make we move forward. Unless you have something final to say. Yeah.
So again, all the kindness in ADC or ADC or whatever it's called, these people are not getting much fun like current government. So they'll be mindful of their spending. They'll be mindful of their spending. Somebody like Obi, I wouldn't expect. I mean, there's no way I would expect Obi to come and put all his hard-earned money to come and he wouldn't do it. Obi would rather rely on people donation.
Fair enough, Mr. Popcorn. Make we move forward with the conversation, but I appreciate you joining and I appreciate your thoughts and I appreciate you for staying this long. All right, thank you so much. Make we move forward to before we move to Mr. JJ. Mr. Jemmy, do you have any thoughts, any new thoughts you want to share before we move to Mr. JJ?
Yeah, very quickly.
Okay.
I'd just like to thank you very much. Very quickly, I would like to say this topic, so because new people are coming, they're going to keep looking like fresh, but it's more like an open and closed case. The slogan, it's not been productive for whoever, started that stuff. I just want to draw a parallel to one senator I know. I won't call his name, who also came from this school of thought of, they don't believe in, watering the meetings and stuff. And then that was a big roadblock, to his political career. The man depended a lot more on his background and the integrity which he had. His father was the first chief judge of Uganda, and then when he came to do politics, he was elected as a senator, and then Obasanjo appointed him as a minister, and then it was at the point of Senate swearing in or whatever they were trying to do, and then when he discovered that they wanted to make him a minister of state. This was the kind of principle the man had. They wanted to make him a minister of state. So he declined that offer of minister. And then returned to the Senate. And as time went by, he was actually penciled to be the next governor. But what stood against him was like, look, the guy comes down to, from what I heard anyway, he comes down, he was very polished. He was a very polished, refined gentleman. He didn't believe in corrupting the process, the system, which is more like all this, they give Shi Shi. But eventually, the state, we lost that guy because he couldn't, get to the full potentials. It was very easy for the people to side with other people that were providing, something to water the process. So, that is the last word I have to say. But again, I don't want to distract completely from the topic. One of the speakers, kept saying something about how Obi fought the cabal to get to where he is now. But that is because Obi has been a very careful construct during the platform that was, the platform was one debate forum that was hosted by one pastor. That is when the brilliance of Obi really came out because he participated in those programs and then he really showcased himself. He didn't come overnight. I wouldn't say that he was a superstar when he was a governor. Nobody really sent him when he was a governor. Because when he left that state, he left the party. The new party he joined, which was PDP, never won election in that state. The people he put, he was fighting against them, and those people, so when they came for national election, and then I hear people start to, give us the story as if some of us didn't know this man. We knew him, you understand? And just like some people said, it was a new order. There was a complete frustration, especially during the Buhari government. As a matter of fact, that they failed to get into government in 2019 was just very painful, because as at that time, Buhari was not there at all. He was not there. So the person that fought the cabal in Anambra State was Dr. Chris Ngige. He fought the cabal and he won election, and they took the election from him at the court. His party went and connived with Peter Obi, that look, we rigged the election, you were supposed to win. You understand? And then they went to the court. The court now took this election and gave to Peter Obi.
I don't know the specifics of that election, but I know Peter Obi entered through the courts, but I don't know the specifics on that election.
No, that's a specific. Okay, where is Ngige? Ngige was the one that won him in the election. If you go to Wikipedia, you go to anything. Ngige won the election. They were together on the ballot. He won the election. He assumed office. Then when he ran into problem with the Oba brothers for not sharing money, for all those Okija swearing of whatever thing with Bible, and he was not giving them. And Obasanjo was not man enough to side with the governor when they threatened to abduct him. Obasanjo said it was a family business. And that was when they lost the case, you understand, completely. And then they decided, the Godfathers decided now to frustrate him and then go and form alliance with Obi. And that is why Obi, on his part, was able to, he's going to stay in ABGA, but ABGA was unofficially a party that belonged to the center, and which is the present alignment Soludo is doing. Every ABGA governor in Anambra State would maintain the party and then still align with the party at the center. That's what they've been doing. Yeah. So the person that fought the cabal, that brought the information for us to know that, look, they were sharing Anambra's money, was Dr. Chris Ngige.
But today, him now, they indicted for 1 billion naira, right? But anyway,
of course,
you see how they go, Abby.
It's very easy for them, That is the way of all politicians. I'm not vouching for him, but I'm just trying to put that record, because everybody will come here and say this one was like this. No, the records are there.
Fair enough.
Thank you so very much. I wish you guys very fruitful deliberations.
Thank you, Mr. Jamie. Thank you, Mr. Jamie. All right, let's see who else is here. Mr. Jamie, Mr. Jamie, Mr. JJ, Mr. JJ. Thank you for your patience. Let us hear your thoughts on this topic, Mr. JJ.
Okay. Well done, everyone.
Like Mr. JJ, they receive call. Make we give him 5 seconds. Hopefully, he will take care of him and come back to us. Hopefully, he's going to take care of his call and come back to us. Mr. JJ, are you there? Can you hear us? You're muted now. We can't hear you, Mr. JJ. You are faint.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Well done, everyone. I'm not going to take a lot of time.
No problem.
I think that we should go back to the context of where this slogan came from. I think it was after the primaries, and it was where they were sharing dollar envelopes, and Obi took his bag and ran away and said, no, this is not it. So I think Obi's cloud, the cloud over Obi's head is right now, and that's what people look at him, is that he's not one of them. Whether it is true or not, but that's still what surrounds him, that he's not one of them. That's why most of the so-called youths kind of...
All right, we can't hear you again. And it seems like you're muted. We can't hear you again. But just to give pushback on waiting and say, when we keep saying he's not one of them, he's not one of them. But he's with them now in the ADC. All of them waiting for ADC. They don't do PDP. They don't do APC. They don't do here. They don't do there. So I think we should stop saying that he's not one of them, because if really he is not one of them, he wouldn't have gone to join them where they are. He would have kept being not one of them by maybe staying in labor or doing something different. But he joined them. So Mr. JJ, Mr. JJ dropped. Okay, I think he had to take his call. But anyway, I just wanted to address that. Even though I be supporter of Obi, but if you these kind of things, it's kind of hypocritical to not call it for what it is, right? When we keep saying, "Oh, he's not one of," no, come on now, come on. He's showing us who he is. He has joined them. He has joined his brothers and sisters in the ADC, the likes of El Rufai, Atiku. Who else? Amechi, Tambuwal, all those guys. All of them, they all run around for APC, run around for PDP. Now, all of them, come on now. Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. Anyway, Mr. All Opinion Matters, thank you for joining again the Bia Palo podcast. This is the Bia Palo show, not the podcast. The podcast is there for YouTube. This is the show. All right, Mr. All Opinion Matters. Let us hear your thoughts on the topic.
All right, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. We know they give Shi Shi conversation. I think it's not going to work, but I also think that in 2023 it did not work. The only problem is that they give Shi Shi that he thought gives him 6 million votes is that other people paid for it. There were people who went out to the polling unit, bought food, asked them to feast and vote for Labour Party. They created incentive for people to vote for that party, especially in Lagos. Or you see people bringing gyrations, bringing alcohol, sitting at the ballot, saying vote for Labour Party, have drinks. So there were incentive for people to, and then most people relied on the fact that we were tired of the two main political parties that was in the show, and then a new political party is emerging. He had a clout around him, like the last speaker said, of being different. So people actually by that time thought him to be different. So that scenario was around him. But however, that they give Shi Shi was paid for by other people. We find celebrities, individual Nigerians paying for that service. Number two, most importantly, is that you don't. But one of the reasons why it would not even have won is that those people who paid for that service are not universally spread across the country. So you don't have the people with that same mindset in Gombe, in Zamfara, in all of those places who are going to incentivize people to either campaign for you or to vote for a particular political party, as the case might be. And then let's not forget, right? It's not about paying people at the in the polling units or observers, all of that. Because even if you pay your observers at the polling unit, who says they cannot take your money and still take the money from APC when they get there? What is more important is fielding candidates in those places, because those candidates now have interest. So if you have a local government somebody in that interest, House of Rep in that interest, he makes sure he has his own team who is going around to check and cross-check that these things are happening. So people are not just going to fight for your own ambition if you don't fight for theirs. So it should be like a party thing. That's why Nigerian electoral system does not allow you to have a individual candidate, like candidates who don't have political parties cannot contest in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria, we have about 197,000 polling units. If you pay people with a beg for 5,000 to say, okay, we need 2 people to be at the polling unit, so that's 10,000, they can cross-check each other. That's 19.7 billion alone for all the polling units in Nigeria.
I don't think Nigeria is the country that has the most polling units. So other countries where they vote, then go get plenty polling units too now.
No. So I'm not saying Nigeria has the most. I'm saying the number we have in Nigeria. Why independent candidate is difficult. Why political parties is important. Because if you have somebody in Zamfara who is going for governor, is going to put financial input in that and make sure that he's trying to cover some of the costs for Zamfara. The same way in Gombe, like that. Not only because they are putting their money, they are also cross-checking and putting boots on the ground to make sure that the people we have put in polling units are not doing backhand deals, right? So that's why it is important that you go as a political party and you create a frontier rather than as a single man team. Because again, what happens when you win? Today, people have so many people have supported them before. I take a back seat, not because they don't believe in Peter Obi again, but because of the fact that they also see that now you are with the people who actually they have seen have money, or are corrupted or have been in government before, that they said they wanted to separate themselves from. So this has now made people to withdraw. It means you have to fill those positions realistically, even if he wins his primary, with people with interest, who has interest in the House of Rep, who have interest in the local state assemblies, because without that, you are not going to have a situation where you are going to win, or even if you win, you're not going to get that your deserved vote, because you are expecting your EC8A form in your control room. But whatever you get from the people on ground that you pay 5,000, 10,000 is what you rely on, which in Nigeria, we understand how it works. It's what matters more is the interest of those people and what they want to get on the long run, as opposed to just working for you.
Yeah.
Right. And then politics have to be defined the exact way. Everywhere around the world, it is who gets what, at what time, when. It is not we want Nigeria to be good. That is secondary, and that is governance. It is when you now finish politics, election has gone, winners have been assigned, then we now move to governance, which is now a different conversation.
Yeah,
So
definitely a different conversation. However, this government, we see how even as politics don't finish, they still they do politics. So that's I guess that's what's infuriating a lot of Nigerians still. That's what's making a lot of Nigerians frustrated with them. Politics don't finish, they still they do politics. Time to do governance, they still carry politics, they overshadow everything,
Me, I don't think it's this administration, but I believe it's this political party in government. Because when you have an Abia state, for instance, where you have somebody who was on the ballot for APC in the last election, but now the political party has somehow convinced the governor, sitting governor of the opposition, to come. Politics have to start. Do you understand what I mean now? So as a country, we are not in a political term, but as a political party, they have created that. So people who want to believe in ADC and believe in their own mandate or believe in PDP will start either moving out now or start jostling within the party to fight for something, because the structure of that party is on them before the governor came. And the governor is the de facto leader of that political party in every state that they go to.
Yeah.
So again, so APC is not Nigeria. It's just what I'm technically trying to say.
Fair enough.
Because aside from APC, Nigeria is supposed to continue to operate. So that's why nobody's all this while we're talking about Peter Obi and Atiku in ADC and competing for primary, but nobody's talking about who's competing with Tinubu for primary in APC.
He's the incumbent. Naturally, we know say there will be no primary. It's going to be given to him.
So you see that it's a settled case. So that's exactly what I'm trying to talk about.
But it's not unique to his party, though. It's not unique. It's something that is done all over the world. Like if there's an incumbent, there is no primaries. That one is a given.
So you're saying there was no primaries for Goodluck Jonathan?
I don't believe there was.
There was.
I don't think there was. There was no primaries.
For Goodluck Jonathan?
The second term.
Because the second time that he wanted to return back to government.
There was no primaries, my brother. We can check, but there was no primaries. There was no.
There was primary beer parlor. It was then that woman Sarah Jibril contested. She doesn't have no vote.
Who?
This woman later, Jonathan gave her personal assistance or whatever.
Second term, the second term where Buhari become president.
Yes, that was the time that woman. The first time he didn't go for primary. Now he only succeeded Yaradua. So it was the time he came to contest that woman contested.
No, I think you're mixing it up. He succeeded Yaradua, did maybe a year or two, and then went into he won one election. It was the second one.
He was incumbent. When he succeeded Yaradua,
he was incumbent when that woman contested. He lost.
He was not vice. He succeeded Yaradua as president.
Yeah.
So that time when they were going to the election, he was incumbent.
He was vice to Yaradua. What are you guys saying?
He was vice to Yaradua.
When Yaradua passed away,
when Yaradua lost his life, he succeeded him and became president.
And then there was another election.
Running into 2011 election, he was incumbent.
He was incumbent now, yes. But I'm saying the one he lost to Buhari, there was no. I don't believe there was a primary.
The one he lost to Buhari, there was that woman leader.
Really?
was the only person that competed against him. Yes.
Okay.
The one he lost in 2011, he competed against what's his name? Sokocha was in that party. There was also some other people that contested with him in 2011 now.
All right. I guess I don't lose track on that one. But I thought there was no
that woman contested. That he gave that woman an appointment.
That woman is always contesting. She's even every election. She's always contesting.
Anyway,
only one vote.
The Bell, 1 second.
Yeah,
thank you, Mr. DeBell, for fact-checking me on that one. I appreciate it. But make we step back. Mr. All Opinion Matter, if you want to just round up with your thoughts on this topic so that we can move forward.
All right, so saying that no they give Shi Shi has never been a smart move. It has always been a risky move. It is just that the people around him just have to be able to quantify the support that they receive and how to replace that support if they want to keep the 6 million votes, and then see what work has to be done. So it's a very risky move now, given the fact that it doesn't have as much individual financial support like before. But it has never been a smart move. Politics is always going to be expensive. I expect him to lead the frontier of men across different states who are going to charge all at once towards the incumbent or towards the current political party. The APC, when they were going to win, they had state governors, they had everything. Despite the fact they still had mergers and they still have the 5 state governors coming from PDP, all of that, just to win from incumbent. So the battle of against an incumbent is very difficult, but again, I wish him best of luck. But again, this no give Shi Shi idea is false, and we should not even give any thought towards it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. All Opinion Matters. Appreciate you. All right, make we hear Mr. DeBell. Mr. DeBell, let's hear your thoughts on this topic, man. And thank you for
good evening.
Thank you for joining. Yep.
I wanted to appreciate you because you said people are cursing you. Me, I'm appreciating you because you are very, very objective, and I like it. I used to, that's very good of you because that is how people supposed to be objective. If everybody is objective, there will be no chaos. Let me tell you one thing. Since 79. There is no political party that will tell you they don't spend money. If any politician tell you he doesn't spend money, he's a great liar. Even if you want to contest for ordinary councillor in your local government, you will spend money. There is no way, there is no two way around it.
Yeah.
So let people be, because I mean, as you see me, I'm a Yoruba man. I love Obi, I like him, but he allows his crowd to control him. He doesn't control the crowd. That's one of the problems. You only want to dance to the tune that those people are playing. And politics is not like that. It makes some people to look at you as if you don't have your own policy. You must be objective when you are doing some things. Don't continue to say what people want to hear. That is how Obi is doing. And it's not supposed to be like that. Then you are talking that the people on board now, they are campaigning. It is this opposition that are kicking them, because the way they are moving up and down, if they too doesn't talk, people will be telling them that they don't have anything to offer. So that's why they are just it's fire for fire they are doing. So when you meet here today, you meet here tomorrow. So then one thing that will be lacks is it lacks organization skill. If not for that, Labour Party is not supposed to have died like this. Because Labour Party is not a new party, it has been on ground for long. But when Obi came in to that party, it looks as if it's a new party, whereas it's not a new party. When there was crisis in that, Tinubu will go extra mile to go and settle scores in another party. And you, that your own party, you are having a problem, you can't solve it. That is not even a good sign of a good leadership. He must be able to harmonize people. That is why you say you are a leader. When you are a leader, you must be able to organize your people. That this ADC that he has gone to now, where I wish him best of luck. It is the same wolf that he said he doesn't want to mingle with, that he has gone to meet now.
Yep.
So I pray they don't defer him. So that is just my own take. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. DeBell Idvac. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's keep the conversation going. Make we go chat first. Let's go to the chat and see what's going on in the chat. All right. Chi Chi Gaming. Even America gives Shi Shi. Yep, everybody they give Shi Shi. I mean, everybody knows that elections are not cheap. Election is not cheap. That's just what it is. And him making this, I know they give Shi Shi being at the forefront of his campaign. I think his PRO people should find a way to put that into the back burner. Maybe they put them back. It shouldn't be something that they use the remember P2B. It should be something else, But anyway, at Ask Adekunle says, tell me a country where a candidate isn't contesting on a party. Ask Adekunle, are you really asking this question? Your name now, Ask Adekunle. Are you really asking this question, my brother?
Yeah,
we'll get to that, but 1 second. We'll get to that. I'm just
yeah,
addressing the chat.
because
Ask Adekunle, please. We'll get to that. I'm just addressing the chat. In 1 second, we'll get to that. I just read chat. Anyway, Abo or ABO, all you are very right and intelligent. You too, my brother. Thank you. And to Rasta, thank you for the corn. Should I corn be that? Thank you for the corn, Rasta. I won't say about it. Rasta, thank you for the rose. All opinion matters. Appreciate you for the gifts, man. Appreciate you so much. All opinion matters. Thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. Rasta, Mr. Rasta. I get Rasta too. I cover my own. I just don't want. This is my Rasta. They stress IPOB people out. I don't want to stress them today. But thank you guys for the gifts. I appreciate you. Don of Doncaster, thank you for the heart. I appreciate you. Seb, thank you for the heart. Ayeta, thank you for the heart. Hand roses, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, make we continue to read the chat here. Ask Adekule says there is no independent candidate anywhere in the world. There is, my brother. I don't know why you keep saying this. Anyway, KB or there are. Mr. KB, Obi wrote on the anger of people and couple with tribe and religious sentiments. I don't know. I know there was some religious thing he said one time, yeah. But I don't know about the tribe, man. I don't know about the tribe. I don't think he wrote on tribe. Mr. KB. All right. Mr. Bam Bam says it's not easy to play politics all over the world. Absolutely, I agree with you. Mr. Etan Light says TikTok showing you muted. Yeah, I think it was when Mr. JJ was speaking and he was muted. But yeah, I think we fixed that. Chuku the Chukwani says fixing already exited roles would have been very impactful than Calabar Coastal Road. Yeah, I mean, two things can be true, and you can do everything at the same time. You can be fixing that Biniore Road, and Shena Ijele, shout out to Ijele. Shena Ijele, they tell us the other day, all these roads where with the things that they need to fix. These contracts are awarded, but the people that they award the contracts to, they need to do them. That is the reality that we are facing on ground in Nigeria. And he cited an instance in Anambra, the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. That road, since I sabi that road, the road never good. Are you telling me since 20, what is that? Where I go school for? 2010, I've been 2009. Where I go school. Are you trying to tell me that the federal government somehow has abandoned that road? Come on now. Then they award those things to our fellow Nigerians. And if not for East, now our fellow Easterners. If not for West, now for our fellow Westerners. They not go do them. They go chop money, carry and they flange with their family. We will go there, they shout, road no good. It's not completely true. But anyway, make we see the people where they are, make we greet them. And let's keep liking, by the way. If you've not followed me yet, this is a good time to follow me. We are 8,000 likes. Let's get to 10,000 likes and hopefully shoot for 20K. All right, make we greet the people where they here. I salute you, Mr. All Opinion Matters. Paul Praise, I appreciate you for being here. Don of Doncaster, thank you. Mr. Bam Bam, thank you for still being here. Eitan Lag, appreciate you for being here. The Bell HVAC, thank you for being here. Ask Adekunle, Chi Chi Gaming, Seb, Minister of Violence, my guy, thank you for still being here. KB, Abo, YK Pumpkin, Midfielder, Jenny, Ancestry. Jenny, na woman, there's a lot of women here, but I don't know. I need to like, come share on her thoughts. I don't know why I need to like, come share on her thoughts. All right, let's encourage the women, man. Show some love to the women in the chat, man. Let's show some love so that they will come share their thoughts. We want to hear their thoughts on this topic. Anyway, Passat Big Guy, thank you for being here. DJ Indomie Sharp, Nora Locks here, thank you for still being here. Diversity Advanced Network, North Star. Who else is here? Blackface, Ipe Collier, Obiora, Isaac, Child of Grace, Idou Adenka. That cheers, and thank you for coming back to the Beer Parlor podcast. I appreciate you. How about Nwero- how about Nweronye? Thank you for being here. SD Abe 433, Billy, Old Fast Jet, Fred, Paul, Mr. Haku, ABQ, and all the other beautiful people where they here. I appreciate all of you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's get back to the guests. We have Ask Adekunle. All right, let's hear your thoughts on this topic, man. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity. Greetings to everyone. Oh, let me first address Bam Bam. He said, and you also said
let's not address
I
Bam
want
Bam.
to understand what you mean by.
Let's not address Bam Bam.
I want
Make we
to
leave Bam
understand
Bam
what you
alone.
mean by independent candidates.
Say that again.
Okay. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let me just address the topic. So we
let's do the topic.
Okay, this is it. For Peter Obi, like someone that rightfully said, is unable to fix a problem in a small party like Labour. And how is he going to be able to face the problem of Nigeria? Tinubu have, in a way, shown class to him and Atiku. Atiku ran away from PDP because he could not manage, he could not fix, he could not, reconcile differences with people in PDP. He had to go, he had to change camp. The same thing with Peter Obi. But what Tinubu has been able to do is,
all right,
he did
Mr.
not
Ask
only
Adekunle,
hold his own party.
I hear you on that. Mr. Ask Adekunle, can we please talk about the topic? Let's leave Tinubu for now. Start with the topic, and hopefully we can pivot to Tinubu.
What the topic is?
It's right there. It's still a show, right?
They give Shi Shi.
Yeah.
Okay, well, for me, I don't believe nobody give a Shi Shi, because for you to be a politician, you have to first give, you have certain payments you have to make to the executives of the party. Okay, if Peter is telling us he's not paying Shi Shi, I believe that's a lie, because for him to have been able to emerge as the candidate, it's either he pay money directly or he has some people to pay for him. And for people to say, yes, I'm donating this, I'm donating that, somebody's footing that bill somewhere. So there is no way you want to run, you as a candidate want to show interest in any position and you are not going to spend money. It's pure lie. So I don't believe that exists.
All right. So do you think?
Let me stop on that.
All right. Fair enough.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ask Adekunle. And I see an interesting chat here by All Opinion Matter. I have to address it. So the women in the house, All Opinion Matter is saying, I am willing to give a money gun for the first lady wanting to share their opinion. All right. I mean, I don't know. Money gun is up for grabs from Mr. All Opinion Matters, man. Make we give him a shout out, man. Hey. Any woman in the house that want to give your opinion, Mr. Ask All Opinion Matter is saying he has a money gun for you. So make una come up. I don't know why I didn't like share on thoughts on this topic. When I just there for the listening, they listen. Why not they listen? Come and talk. All right. I think diversity advancement has a woman something there. Make we see. She might be a woman, or this might be a woman. I don't know. Let's bring this person up. All right. Diversity and Advancement Network. Let us hear your thoughts on the topic, and thank you for coming to the Bia Palo podcast, Bia Palo show.
Thank you. Unfortunately, not a woman.
Oh, not a woman. Okay. Okay. No. All right. Thank you for coming, my brother.
Okay. Great. It's nice to come together to chat and to sometimes leave, to be less tribalistic in our tones. Even all the other people, because at the end of the day, many of us are victims of this of the system and the direction things are going. So even if we come in the name of religion, in the name of tribe, in the name of all those things, when we get back home, we still go and face reality. I mean, I'm based in Canada, but I'm very, very Nigerian, even more than those that live in Nigeria. You know, I would say when it comes to this topic of not giving shishi, I may not know. We need to be careful. Things may be taken out of context. There's a difference between, oh, you're not paying for your staff, or you're not paying for some ground troops, and the party always have their own ground troops. That is always different from other people. In fact, there are series of layers of people that actually form their own groups to support a particular political party. And that's why I put a post earlier that Nigerian youths, if they're not being careful, they're outsourcing their role in building their own nation by seeing an opposition party as the person that should champion what they should be doing. When it comes to people like maybe VDM and all these names, Peter Obi cannot become a VDM. Peter Obi cannot become a Showore. Peter Obi cannot be something. He has to still be himself, because that's by the time you start becoming too many things, in fact, some people will not recognize you anymore. Even if
But
you wouldn't win.
nobody's asking him to not be himself, like who he is fundamentally, right? I don't think that's what, at least make I speak for myself. I'm not saying he should not be who he is, but this, I know they give Shi Shi, and like you rightly said, some people are taking it out of context. So that's why clarity is important. Be specific on your slogan, on your mantra. Be very specific so that nobody will be able to be hard for any, or to take a very mischievous person to take that thing out of context. You see what I'm saying? So I know they give Shi Shi now. Anybody, somebody might translate it to, in they bribe, in they this. Another person might translate it to, in they even pay people where they even work for themselves. Now, wow, this kind of, so be very clear, be very specific. That's what I'm saying, at least. I'm not saying that doesn't change who he is fundamentally, right? That wouldn't change who he is fundamentally.
Yes, and then it's not always easy for any human being to trend or to be in opposition permanently for even an entire year. You are going to burn out.
I mentioned
it's
that
very
as well.
easy.
Fatigue.
If
I
you've never
mentioned that.
done it,
Yep.
If you've never done it, I have pastored at least 4 or 5 churches in the past, which I started from scratch. If you gather 5 people, if you don't know what it takes to gather 5 people and for them to come back the next Sunday, you wouldn't appreciate what it is to gather 100 or 200. We assume you just open a place and just put church signboard and people just flooding. I don't know if that's the case in Nigeria, but it's not the case where I live. So sometimes it's easier to critique, than when you've never walked the walk. So I'm not necessarily blindly saying Obi should know everything, but you should be able to make mistakes. And when we're comparing him to 2023 or 2015 or 2014 or 15, what brought APC in was not just APC. If Nigerians really want to open up their minds to do their own research and think very well, it wasn't just a political party. It was, in fact, what's his name? For a good example, Dangote gave maybe almost $1 billion through Bring Back Her Girls organization. You can go and look it up, And then the woman that was one of the ladies heading it was made, I think, the chief of Port Authority or something like that. So these are things that, it doesn't mean Obi may not even have the resources to actually do that. And when you start trying to follow a blueprint that you cannot run properly, you may even make mistakes that will not drain you.
But again, I think you're still misconstruing my statement, right? I'm not saying Obi should start spending money. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Obi should give 1 billion like Dangote did, or you should. No, I'm saying this mantra, I know they give Shi Shi. It probably is not helping me. But if it helped him, he would be president. If it worked, he would be president now. It obviously didn't work. So why not change it? Why is it something that we're still saying in 2026, going to 2027? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Obi should start doing giveaway. That's not what I'm saying. I don't expect him to do that either.
Yeah. It may also be wise to set the expectations straight when you know the opponent, the incumbent are going to outspend you. It may be wise to also set the expectation, because the kind of money these people have, Obi cannot even stand, probably 10% of it. So finally, what I would just like to add to that is we should remember that that last election was not just we running against a political party or Tinubu and this. If we remember very well, before APC came in, even Barack Obama made a video. You can go and look at that video again. That video was about 3-4 minutes long.
I know the video
That it
you're
was
referring to.
telling Nigerians that
To vote
the
in the
way
next
the
level or the
direction
next, yeah.
Nigeria is going is not the right direction. They should vote for. It was almost telling them to
Vote for change, yeah.
and this, and he
But he
was
didn't use the word
addressing
change,
Nigerians
yeah.
directly. You know, and then Western media were always interviewing Nigerians, interviewing what's his name, Jonathan, and even what's his name, Showore at that time. Many of the things he was leaking to actually discredit the government. Some of them were not true, but it didn't matter. So, and Showore wasn't getting those things by himself. There were invisible hands providing him those things. So there were forces beyond just a Tinubu, forces beyond just Lagos State, forces beyond even things that we can all imagine that actually brought in this party, brought in this movement, brought in this thing for a purpose. So this is not an obese election. This is an election that those that may feel your country is going in the wrong direction, meaning it's not just your country. If there's insecurity, even if you build a house today, you don't know if in 10 years that house will still be there. Because if there's insecurity today, you may think it's in the village, but even in your Ibadan or your Ondo or something, that place may be, may have insecurity problems. And once you have insecurity problems, the value will drop.
Yep.
So this is not just about, that's for me, I don't think it's really just about, APC coming in or I support it. Sometimes we have to look ourselves and say, look, it's not just travel. Everyone cannot travel. They won't provide visa to everybody. So if everyone can travel, then sometimes we have to take responsibility and say, okay, this is a battle between us and taking our nation back. It is not even just about Obi. If it means it's going to be even someone different that'll be there.
But it might not be. It might not be enough. This I know you're trying to speak to the heart of the Nigerians. You guys, and that is what happened the last time. But we've seen that it's not enough. You need extra. You need to convince some other people that are on the other side to come over to your side. We've seen that he was able to get all the people that thought the way you're just thinking now, that Nigeria is not going well, we need to do this for ourselves. He did that, and what did he get? He got 6 million votes. It wasn't enough, clearly. He needs more. So that more that he needs to do is forget, in my opinion, this, I know they give Shi Shi, put it somewhere else and start using other slogans that would catch the mind of the other people that are undecided. Because that 6 million, let's say they are still there, right? But obviously, he didn't give you the first win. So you need more. How do you get the more? You've done, I know that you give Shi Shi and you got only these people. What else do you need to get, to get more people on the other side? The undecided, the people that are on the other side too, that are one leg here, one. What else do you need to do? That's what I'm saying. I don't think I know they give Shi Shi. I don't think it's going to cut it for the next election.
I agree with you on 100%, but I think beyond money, beyond strategy, beyond political party, if the elections themselves are not credible, if there won't be immediate reporting of results, all those things are just a waste. No matter how much you spend, no matter what you do, if the government still controls everything, nothing is transparent. There's no money you can bring in. There's no youth. Even if every youth should come out, it's not going to make a difference.
Not necessarily, because we've seen it in Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan was the incumbent, right? And he lost. He was the incumbent and he lost. So, right? I mean, he was the incumbent, he lost. Not necessarily, my brother. I don't necessarily think that. And I'm not saying that it will happen again, but I'm just, yes, even in that broken electoral system that we have, we saw it, we still managed to use it to remove an incumbent. You see what I'm saying, right? You know good, but it's still they work, right? They say broken clock, they work twice a day. But anyway, I don't know if you have any more thoughts, Mr. Diversity. Let's so that we can.
Yes, I'll just find stick to my last statement, and I
Yeah.
think there's this guy David Unday. I believe that gentleman is a gift to Nigerians.
Who is that?
Nigerian youth. David Unday.
Oh, okay.
Is a journalist.
Yeah, I know him. He's big on Twitter.
Yeah, many times you see people, he says things that may sound strange, but he has done his research, he's well rooted, and things are much deeper than what we think and what we know. until, and you know, so the way Nigeria is now, with all due respect, things will probably get worse. You know, things will probably get worse. And I still believe that what happened during Jonathan's time was not just Jonathan. There were foreign hands that were controlling everything. You know, they were controlling everything. It was actually forced out. Actually, it wasn't just that
he wasn't
just
forced
made
out. He lost the election, and the numbers will come out where we see he own no big pass the other one. That's what we see. I can agree with you on, you know, the external forces. I definitely agree with you on that. You know, when you mentioned Obama, you made a video. I know the video, the exact video you're talking about. Even Obama's campaign manager, one of his campaign people was a part of Buhari's campaign team. So I agree with you on that one. But the fact is, the number of Buhari plenty past the number of Jonathan. That is what it is. Jonathan could not, with his incumbent might, bring his number up. That's just what it is. You know, someone like Tinubu now, we've seen that Tinubu don't come out the previous INEC chairman, put new INEC chairman. Jonathan didn't do it at that time. He left Jega, right? He could have removed Jega and put his brother there, right? But and I'm not condoning any form of corruption. I'm just saying. But somehow he couldn't bring his numbers up, and that's how he lost. His number was less. This person's number was high. That is what it is. But anyway, Mr. Diversity, I appreciate you joining. I know all opinion matters. You have some.
Can I quickly say something?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question, right? You know, Nigeria has, when Jonathan was coming the first time, he said he had no shoes. That was like the real campaign showing, there were videos all around circulating showing people without shoes.
Yeah.
When he was leaving, as at that time, despite all the security challenges we had, it was estimated allegedly that he spent over 20 billion for that election because people like OPC who were dead, associations were also thriving. So what I just wanted to ask the speaker is, do you think that at some point Nigerians be like, I've heard this before, we are tired? Or do you feel like the Nigerians will keep going for every single one you throw at them, saying that, you know, they give Shi Shi, when they know that you have given Shi Shi before in the Anambra elections? Or what do you think about the slogan itself and how Nigerians interpret it?
Very well said. I don't think I like the host also mentioned. You have to also bring in new materials. It's just like a stand-up artist. You know, I'm stand-up comedian. You can't bring the same jokes again and again and again. You have to bring new materials. You have to be fresh. So I believe there's still time. I don't think Obi needs to bring his best at this point because it's going to be replicated by other parties and it's going to be drained out. So even if he has new things to say, new things to put out there, new branding, new packaging, he doesn't have to bring his best at this point. You know, something else I should mention. Maybe some of us did not notice. I believe it was in late February that Obasanjo was able to bring Obi and Kwakwanso together, and it was something that came up from nowhere. People didn't see it. Well, it wasn't Obasanjo himself, but maybe he sent some people one day. They were able to bring something that looked like a combo or a partnership that could bring some crowd. But few weeks after, just about 3-4 weeks after, the US just announced that Kwankwaso is one of the sponsors of BH. You know, BH in Nigeria, which doesn't make sense. And in truth, Kwankwaso was the only governor in the north and the last governor in the north to allow Sharia law. In fact, he even lost an election or lost votes in the north. He was the one that didn't want all these radical things to come into to become mainstream. And all of a sudden, they didn't even show any evidence. They just quickly used that.
I think I'm missing you here. Did you say Kwankwaso or Tambua?
Kwankwaso.
Kwankwaso and Peter, I thought you were even talking about Tambua. I'm just now realizing you. Kwankwaso is still in NNPP. He's not in the ADC, yes. So they are not together. I don't know what you mean by bringing them together. But anyway,
no, you can check it. Sorry, please, just look it up. Obasanjo did something and brought them together.
I don't know that they are together. Kwankwaso is still in NNPP or whichever party he's in, and Pete Obi is in ADC. But anyway, make we know steer come out from where we did. Mr. Diversity Network, I appreciate your time. All opinion matters. Was that the question you had to ask, or was it something else?
Yeah, that was the question I wanted to ask.
All right. Mr. Bam Bam, I know you also had something to say. And we don't have any new guests here, so I guess we're going to be we will be getting to the end of the show if we don't get any new guests here. But Mr. Bambam, let's hear the question or your input.
Yeah, thank you so much, the celebrity Bama. You know what happened? See, me, I support the president, Tinubu, but you know what? I'm always sincere to myself. The problem we have, and we had with Obi and the supporter is, they never accept the sincerity to themselves. See, you are running an election, and you want to say, they give Shi Shi, and you are hiding under anything. It is not possible to run an election without fund. Now, somebody said, and that is why I keep on laughing. When you mentioned Buhari, I want to say something, and I want you to reason. I may not be right, but I want to say something. If you follow Buhari election very well, Buhari has always had 12 million votes in two elections. And if you find out that 12 million election,
it wasn't 12. Result, it was 2, I think. It was 12.
No, 12 million. 12 million. Go and find out.
No. Not 2, not 12.
No, he had double-digit votes though. But
it's 12 million.
I know he had double-digit votes because he was always capturing the north.
See, Buhari always. Please check. There was an election that Jonathan won with 15 million, and Buhari had 12 million votes. That 12 million votes usually come from one side of the north. There's another one that had 10 million. Yes. Between 8 to 10 million. Yes. Go and find out. Now, that vote usually comes from one section of Nigeria. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, the time Buhari finally won the election, that we claim they ring Jonathan out, that Jonathan did not do anything. Jonathan actually appointed Jega, and Jonathan, something changed. Now, what am I going to? The issue of we don't give Shi Shi. Something changed in that point. At that time, some states in Southwest are with ACN, which governors fund party in their state. It is the governor that are going to fund the election in their state. Do you understand? And Buhari were able to match the Southwest with his 12 million votes that he had. And that is how he was able to win. Nobody has ever calculated that. People keep on saying they ring the election. Now, what brings me? Look at this next election now. Somebody said, the governor, the governor, if you want to win election in Nigeria, you need fund in River State. You need fund in Delta State. Then now, one party is having about 30 governors or 29 governors. Those governors are going to fund their election in their state. They are going to fund it. Now, at the end of the day, after the election, some people say governor doesn't matter. This time doesn't matter. No individual can match the fund. Is that a good idea? No, I'm not supporting it. I'm just telling you how politics is being played. Yeah. So no individual can match the capacity of governor, the way they will spend money on election, like those governors in those respective states. So after the election, you will now come and tell me that the election was rigged. How do you want to say that? So it's just, we fail to understand things, simple things. That is why I told my youth, I said, we are youth, and one day we want to play politics. We should forget about our emotions. We should study the technical, study how politics is being played. If you use the same emotion you are using to support Obi to play politics, you will lose. That is it. Let's forget. No, everybody, we want Nigeria to be good. Things are not moving fine. Things are not good, this and that. But whether in abroad, whether in Nigeria, whether election has technicality. If you don't study it, you will lose. Do you understand? So if you want to bring this and that, some people support. I just told you about Buhari. Buhari is bringing between 8 to 12 million votes in every election.
Yeah,
every election
this perspective, I have never thought about it. This perspective where you just lay here now. Buhari always brings 12 million votes.
Between 8 to 12
in
million votes.
In 2011, he had 12 million votes. I just cross-checked. 12 million votes in 2011.
Yeah. And then when you go to the West now, bring 1 or 2 governors. You don't 1 or 2 states. You don't win election. I've never considered this perspective where you just lay here now. It's crazy.
So
It's
today,
crazy.
people keep on saying we need election. I just laugh. I just said, you people, if Buhari had not merged with Tinubu, Buhari will still lose the election. He will still score his 12 million votes. Because something changed. So that is what we need. Now we are going to another election. You know, they give Shi Shi. We know they give Shi Shi. It is true. We like it. We don't have house in Abuja. I like it. Do you understand? But
I like it.
yes, but to me, there is insecurity in the land.
Yeah.
You can come out and tell me that if once I become a president, this is what I will do.
That is what people want to hear. It's not I know they give Shi Shi.
To make sure that there is no.
Yeah.
You understand? To me, that's what I want to hear. That okay, if you now vote for me, once I become president, now waiting I go do be this. Details. This because if you whether you support APC, you support OB, everybody now, this insecurity is killing everybody.
Yeah.
And to me, we have sit down and studied that this insecurity is even beyond the government. That is why some people now said, okay, maybe state police, maybe by then we'll now know. Because there are a lot of actors in this thing. So if you come as an opposition and you said, even it's only insecurity you can solve for us, people will buy into that idea. But you know, people that support with emotion, we just shout. I just feel like, hey, I just laugh. This thing cannot help us as an opposition. We cannot use it to defeat anybody. I just told you about I told you about the election. This what they call it, this election where they say that they are made electoral law. Where they are made. You see, when they are made that electoral law, do you understand? Nobody take time to go read that thing. Even the opposition, the House of Assembly, House of Rep, they send it. They don't read them. They focus on waiting social media they push transmission. Whereas another thing they where we say they feel they use ring the election if they won't use them. They feel use them even nobody go contest, nobody check out, nobody check, hey, go see them motive. They don't put waiting, they're not supposed to put to. You see, and that's why I said if you want, unless you want to deceive yourself, if APC they are smart in some area, they are very smart.
And that their smartness, then they piss me off. Their smartness now only for politics, whether they are smartness.
Let me tell you something.
For governance, they know they bring that their smartness. But Mr. Bambam, if you want to round up so that we'll go back, we'll go to the guest. We have Mr. Oye.
I want to digress. I want to digress a little.
But make them fast so that we'll go to Mr. Oye.
Okay. Yeah. The electoral tribunal said any judge that miss in a sitting in one tribunal sitting does not have right to sit in a final judgment, to write a final judgment. That's what the electoral law said. In Osun, the first election in Osun, one of the judges missed the sitting. He went ahead to write the final judgment. The APC take note. They didn't say anything. Do you know that during the appeal, that is the only thing they used to won the appeal. They just said these so judges in so date failed to attend sitting, but he wrote the final judgment, and that's why they. That's why I'm just saying. I'm just talking about what we need to know.
Yeah,
it's not about
you,
emotion.
Mr. Bambam. I hear you. Yeah, and my mind is still blown on, even though these facts they're our faces, right? And now that's what emotion does to us, right? We go leave emotions, they focus on. We go leave facts, they focus on emotion, right? You know, what's his name? Buhari, they always get 12 million votes. Tinubu go meet and say, I get 3 more million for you. That is how he won the election. That is how he won the election. Hey, man, thank you, Mr. Bamba, for bringing this to for forcing us to see it. Because it's there our faces, we know what's here. You cannot say, Siam. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Bamba. Mr. Oye, my brother, make we hear your thoughts, my brother. Now you will go close the show today. Thank you for joining, Mr. Oye.
Good morning, my brother. Good evening for your side.
I greet you.
My brother is citing. It's also the reason why the Supreme Court overturned the case. Because a judge is not allowed to rule does not mean the ruling of other judges is wrong. You have to prove that the election was rigged. In as much as APC like to bypass the laws, right? To take advantage of the loophole. You cannot always take advantage of the loophole in every cases. They still lost in the Supreme Court. So yeah, they lost that case. So and the reason for that is when we are bypassing, the reason why I started from this, when we are bypassing or try to use slogans or try to play to emotions or try to use the tricks around laws, we need to look beyond the immediate clause, that instant clause. So a whole lot of these slogans, the slogan could work. We know they give shishi, but it has to be tailored to something. You cannot say we know they give shishi.
Full stop.
And everyone knows you're a billionaire. And then you go to price granite. It won't work. That is not integrity. That's not how integrity works. Now, I'm saying this as an opposition, but I'm also saying it as a friend. When you go to price granite, they are looking at you. The message you are supposed to send there. Now, this was what my former governor used to convince us. When he went to those places that they are selling granite, they are selling plantain. You know what? He gave them more money. And when he came out, he said, do you know why I gave them more money? He said, because these people are selling at a lower price to supermarkets. And when you go to supermarket, you cannot price. And then he started encouraging people. He said, you see this woman, she has 4 kids. He came, and that was the first time he opened the eyes of people. He asked her, how many kids do you have? The woman, I have 3 kids at home. How many of them are in the school? No, 2 of them are in the university. So is this money you are making enough for you to send these people to school? Say, now God they help us. So you know the way those women they talk. Now God they help us. So when you price the granite of this woman, how do you, and you cannot price in the supermarket, and do not forget, you patronize supermarkets more than these people. So you are
because
pricing
now campaign carry you come there anyway. So
exactly,
you're not going to campaign every day, right?
Your slogan of "we do not give shishi" should not apply to such scenario. That is just stupidity. Whoever gave you that idea was drunk.
I got it from a madman.
You are taking advice from a madman. We don't give shishi. Is limited to some spaces. You see, when they say, oh, they buy election in Nigeria, what is the percentage of the elections you think they buy? We have polling unit of 176,846. So what is the percentage of election result that you think they buy in the whole place? Is less than 20%, and that is why no matter how worthy you are, no matter the incumbent power, no matter the amount you want to bring out, if people want to vote against you, they will vote against you, because that 20%.
I don't necessarily think it's 20%, because there's, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think there's more rural areas than urban areas in Nigeria. And that's the rural areas where all these things they happen.
And I've participated in the elections of the rural area. So do you think they give money to everybody voting in the? You see those rural areas, they are way more stubborn than me and you. They have their request. If you like, give them money, they will still vote against you. They have their request. Those requests is very simple. They are very simple people. For example, in my hometown, what do you think they asked? These people, they do not even have the single lane that pass through our main space. Sometimes 30 cars no they pass through that road. But these people requested for double lane. And the governor gave it to them. So automatically he secured the win for the next election for his party. And you ask, so these people, their requests are very, very simple in most cases. So sometimes they can just ask, so all you need to do is convince the civil servant in those spaces. So now the 20%, when you go to vote in polling unit, you realize that the percentage of votes is around that is being bought, is around that 20%. It's not everybody at the polling unit that is being handed money. Majority of the people that vote that day do not get shishi. They vote based on different things. Majority of them vote based on principle. But because we are Nigerians and that is what we do, we focus on the insignificant things. We focus on the things that cannot change, that will not change. In 2015, Jonathan literally broke our vault to bring out money to run that election. And he still lost. He still lost. He lost. So meaning the slogan, we work. You can focus that slogan on fighting corruption, on fighting, even though we are talking about that 20%, it does not mean that you cannot shed light to it, even though you cannot cancel it, because it happens across the whole world, everywhere. So you can shed light on it. The 20% I'm talking about, the last election, we know they give Shi Shi does not mean you will not give your polling agents that were there to just do their job, to receive their money. Aisha will steal their money and then nothing will happen. You just keep quiet. You lose followers. You will lose followers. So we know they give Shi Shi should not come into the scenario in those type of things. And this is where they are waiting for you as a leader. This was, people think, oh, is APC that destroy Labour Party? No, go and look at this, the sequence of events. It was money that destroyed Labour Party. The leaders, they are asking, oh, money went missing. Our party agents, they were asking for their money. The polling agents, they were asking for, they did not get paid. So they challenged the chairman of the party, Oga, you stole our money. He said, no, money did not come to me. It came to Obi and Aisha. And then Obi came on national TV to say, I did not see money. Are you serious? But you knew the person money came to. But because this person is your daughter, you head on to her. You don't want to try. You don't want to say, money is, you only came to defend yourself. That is not how leaders work. We need to get that right. We need to get that straight. You cannot win a national election by playing those type of politics. Exactly the same thing with people in the house. Those are people fought tooth and nail for. Some even died to secure vote for them to get to the Senate, to get to rep. And then they could not stand their ground when they were just giving ordinary SUV. Ordinary SUV of 100,000. They could not stand their ground and say we no want. Now, and this is the politicking of APC. They intentionally brought you on the stage to ask you, when you were criticizing, I knew they were going to bring him on that stage. Oh, they are using our money to buy car. They are using our money to buy car. Now they ask you, but you have people in the Senate, and your people also accepted the car. There's nothing they can do. Are you serious?
Which scenario are you referring to here? What specific scenario?
The scenario when Bola Ahmed Tinubu became president and he signed on to the new SUV for the Senate when he was trying to bribe them. I speak. See, I am for PBAT, and I've been following him as much as I've been able to understand a little about politics. Yeah, I've been following him. His politics, he gets his way. When it's time to pay, he will pay. When it's time to talk, and I've been opportune to meet him, a whole lot of what he does is his charisma about convincing you first. And that's why it's very difficult for you to have opposition under him. He has this charisma on convincing you, no matter how much you hate him. And that's why you see when people that hate him meet with him, they change their mind.
Yeah.
I've been opportune to meet him 2 times. And then I understand leadership is beyond noise. He's quiet most of the times. When you meet him, he's just quiet. I think he's studying you to know where to start the conversation for. No matter what, he has his way of getting his things done. And I said it on platform that time. I said, what Tinubu is doing right now is buying the Senate by giving them car. He understands that these people, this is the only way I can get them to pass my bills. He knows this is the only way I can get these people to pass my bills. So he kept quiet. So when they say, oh, we need this, he just pass it. He gave them what they want. They did not know what he was going to ask for. But when the time came, they had no option. They felt they had to fall in line. So the people you had, people that people fought for, based on the slogan of no shishi, are now collecting SUV. And they put you on the lane, on the track. Someone is asking me, oh God, where is Mr. Tai? If you have listened to me, if you have followed me, you will realize that I've called Mr. Tai out publicly for scolding away with people's money.
Make we leave personal
called him out
issues, Mr.
openly.
Make
No,
we
it's
leave
not
personal issue.
No,
Let's
it's
focus
not
on
personal
leave
issue.
Mr. T or
It's
Tai.
also part of the politics. Mr. Tai was a huge opposition on this TikTok.
All right.
His life has sometimes 400 to 500 viewers.
Yeah, make we leave Mr. T for now.
Yeah. So no, I had to just clarify that because some of these people they run around and they because they say he ran away with people's money, and I was one of his co-hosts.
Make we
So,
leave
yeah,
that
so
one. Make we leave that one.
Okay.
All right.
So back on there are ways you can tailor this. The slogan of "we know they give shishi" is not to tailor it to no matter what the election costs money, billions of dollars. When you hear elections across the whole world, they cost billions. And the reason why elections cost those billions is because a whole lot of things has to take place.
Yep.
Logistics. Those logistics includes mobilization of your own workers. Logistics includes setting up your own monitoring room, control room. Those logistics include availability of party agents. Party agents, there are two ways to get them. Either there is hope that they can become councillors or chairman. Now, if you do not have hope in those places, you have to pay them. You have to rent people to pay them for that day. No, you think I want to go out to go and stand the whole day to control your results just for no shishi? I'm not getting anything, no? When I'm not man, when I know you the money is there, you get fund from the federal government. These parties for participating, and that is why you see people create parties every time. They get fund for running in an election. They do get fund. Even when they lose, they still get fund. So now you now say, and we know that people are contributing left and right. You now say, no, me, I should do it free of charge. Who are you joking? Who are you playing with? That is not the slogan of no shishi. No shishi can be tailored in many spaces. But the way they are using it wrong. You literally see a guy calling Nigerians, what language did he even use? Like we are cave people because we collect money.
Primitive, yeah. All those kind of words. Yeah.
Literally, the last election of the United States that you people.
My brother, make we leave that one. That this same talk make the one close my life the other day. I beg.
Where we talk.
But if you want to round up, Mr. Oye, so that we'll go close live today. Yeah.
Yeah, we literally saw the money playing a role.
Yep.
The reason why we have this president today was money. Meaning elections, money play a role. Advertisement, your advert, it costs money.
Yep.
You cannot go and tell them, say, oh God, do it free of charge. And that is why you see many of these influencers, they've lost their energy. The reason why you still see some influencers is because those influencers got followers through it. And then they are getting gifts through it. Somehow, someone has to fund it. That is a fact. You do not expect me to come on social media to campaign all day, all night, and based on no shishi. So wait till I go feed my pikin. My pikin no go tell me, say, father, you
know they give shishi too. And you know, so be no they give shishi, you know they give. Now wow.
I tell my pikin no shishi. So a whole lot of these things, you cannot put no shishi there.
They need a rebranding. They need to be rebranded
in different places. Yeah, you need that rebranding, but that no shishi will still work. Just do not for don't use it to buy groundnut, I beg.
Yeah.
I want you to strive as an opposition because I like the fire, I like the debate. That is how you get things, quality things done. For example, when they brought student loan, if it was not the fire that Nigerians brought out, that student loan wouldn't have been perfected. You knew they had to.
Mr. Owen, if you want to use this one round up, my eyes on the heavy, so that I will go rest.
I had to put example of why we need opposition because people will think I'm critiquing it because I hate him. No, I want him to be a striving opposition so that when laws are being made, they can be perfected to an extent. And that was why I was using the student land example. When people spoke up, when they talked, was criticizing it, they took it back, brought a better one that fit our situation. You cannot say, when you graduate, you have to start paying the loan back after 1 year, when your reality says you do not have a job. You do not have jobs. So where do you expect the people to pay the money back? And that is where opposition comes in. So yes, the no shishi has to be rebranded. It does not mean it needs to go away. They need to sit together, rebrand it to focus on the right places, not on the polling agents, not on the groundnut woman. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you,
not
Mr.
on
Owe.
social media activists like me. Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Jared.
good night,
Thank
my
you.
brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Now, you know, I know I'm learning when they come learn for Bia Palo show every time. When they learn a few things. Mr. Bam Bam opened my eyes today on that. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was emotional in that time. I was younger anyway. But I was emotional. It's not an excuse anyway. But, you know, I was very emotional when Good Luck lost the election. He paid me, I'm not going to lie for you. But, you know, putting the facts in my face now, you can't deny it. This man, they bring 12 million votes every year. Tinubu go meet and say, I will give you 3, you complete unto 5. Now, so you take win the election. It's just what it is. You know, that's what we do on the Bia Paulo show. You know, we learn every day, and no one knows everything. No one knows it all. And that's why I like to have these conversations. Some people, like the earlier guest, wake up. You said, will you allow me to talk? No, I will not allow you to talk. We are going to have a conversation. You're not going to come here and have a monologue. We will have a conversation one way or the other. But hey, man, I thank you guys. I thank everybody who comes today. I appreciate all of you. Let's go and see the chat. Paul Praise in here. He said, no, I used to watch you on Mr. T show. I don't know who Mr. T be, but anyway, make una settle that matter later. I don't know. Mr. Bam Bam, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Kehinde Babajide, I greet you, my brother, always being here for me. I thank you. Now they make me they come back every day. When I see repeat guests, when I go just come back, they encourage me. Even though Kehinde they agree come talk, he go just day where in they do things when they do. But I appreciate you, my brother Kehinde. Paul Praise, I greet you. Thank you for being here, blessed man. Don of Doncaster, now they make me they come here every day. I appreciate you guys. A-Town Lag, I greet you, my brother. Thank you for coming back. Grandma Texas, Seb, Edekin Williams, YK Pumpkin, Nora Locks here, another person who's always here. I appreciate you, my brother. Paul, ABQ 3R1, who is this? Mr. Hasdab, thank you for being here. And this guy named Nadot, I don't know, just a full stop. Thank you for being here. I don't see this, I've seen that person or that user a few times now. I appreciate you for coming back, man. I appreciate you so much. Olayinka, thank you for coming. Festus Ehioge, McDonald, Chris Wokoma Christian, Ikechuku, your name too long. TikTok no let you complete your name. Anyway, Obi, John Obbs, Mr. Tai. The Mr. Tai who they talk about. Now Mr. Tai, I been a Mr. T. I don't know. There's a Mr. Tai here. Mona go find the Mr. Tai. Mr. Tai there, make Paul Praise and Mr. Oye. Make two of them go home, Mr. Tai. He did for here. Anyway, Ihai, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Gloss and finish by OK. JJ, we couldn't have you again. First time your network was acting up, so now we don't come to the end of the show, and I'm tired. I'm sorry. Hopefully we can have the show again tomorrow, and we can talk about it. And by the way, if you've not followed me, this is a good time to follow me, by the way. This right now is a good time to follow me. Anyway, Mr. Paul, I thank you for the follow. TJ, thank you for being here. Olayemi, Los da Silva, Scully, More Bam, TJ Passat Big Guy, Blackface, Miko, iPet Coley, Elder Sounds, Obiora 890, Child of Grace, Idowu Adeyinka, Isaac Nice, Adachieze, thank you for joining. Adachieze, if you be woman, you don't miss what's in the column, money gone. Mr. All opinion matter, won't give person money gone. If I just come, say I greet you, Ingo just give you money gone. You know Greek come. You don't miss money gone from Mr. All Opinion Matters. Shout out to All Opinion Matters, man. He carry money gone, won't give any woman who go come today. No woman gree step up. Now what for now? Wait till we go. Even the Igbo people go say, I get yerega aqua, we go fry egg for now. Even the egg, we won't fry the egg for now. And still no Greek come. Now wow. Now what? Now what? All Opinion Matter won't fry egg for now. And I say, no, we no want chop egg. Wait till we now want. Anyway, Chris, Daniel, Tope, North Star, Billy, Old Fast Jet, Diversity Advanced Network. I appreciate you for being here, man. The King, Memory, Uncle K, Oba, Benlen, Fred, and the rest of the beautiful people who are here. I greet all of you guys, man. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, next tomorrow. If not next tomorrow, I see you when I see you. Until then, peace.